just tracks what you do within the radio field that it monitors. But something even more sinister.
So wait a minute. So it still can sense your motion in the house?
Not only can it sense your motion in the house, it can differentiate between you, me, the cat, the visitors, the cleaning lady, whoever
And what is the
whoever enters.
purpose of this motion sensing?
Well, what do you think, Tom?
Well, why? Why do people want so much damn information on us? Seriously, why does Comcast or Xfinity need to know where I am in my house?
Well, they don't need to for any reason that they're going to admit to us, right? Ostensibly, the reason this might be a useful feature for some consumers is when it detects a person moving through your house that's not you, it can alert you or the police or your security company, right? Because it creates a biosignature of your moves, how you move, your motion. I mean, it's a really sophisticated thing it does. But one of the really nefarious things that it opens the door to is somebody who can hack it outside your house or God knows where can enter your router and it can see what you're doing at that moment. So it knows if you're vacuuming the floor or petting the cat or taking a shower. Now you can really see the nefarious possibilities that stem from that. So that's really, really, really disturbing.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's a such thing as privacy anymore. I think we can just forget it. I think we can kiss it goodbye. Let me get to the phones. We'll discuss some of this. There's a lot more going on. There really is no privacy anymore. And I'm serious. I'm not just trying to throw out a shocking phrase. We have no privacy. Everything is known to whoever wants to know it. And I want it's not like somewhere there's one database with everything about you, but there's several databases and databases have different things about you. I don't think there's one master database. Do you?
There doesn't need to be, therefore there won't be one, right? Because that would cause a huge outcry in America. But through data mining and the really
You just go out and
sophisticated
build.
AI, you don't need to build a database. AI or similar tools can access a vast, infinite network of tiny little databases all over the place.
Yeah.
And in effect, that becomes the big central repository for everything about you, including what you're doing right now. This router is going to know if you are washing your hair in the shower or if you're preparing food in the
Come
kitchen
on.
or just scratching your butt on the way to the car in the garage.
Okay, but Frank, what's going on, man, with auto tech? This I haven't heard from this shop in a long time. I remember Saul's Auto Tech. In fact, years ago, I might venture to say, are they off Arapahoe Road?
Yeah, they are.
They are.
I believe at one time, years and years ago, they were on our referral list. What is going on with Saul's Auto Tech, Frank? What's happening?
All right. Since May the 22nd of 24.
May 22nd of 24. Okay.
Yeah, yes, it goes back. And my wife and I bought a fixer-upper out on the plains. So
Yeah.
I thought this
By
was
the
a
way,
good time to
where'd
send
you
my
buy
car-
it, Frank? I'm curious. A fixer-upper. I didn't know there were any still available. Where was it?
It was out near Lyman.
Okay, and tell me what went wrong or what happened. And this was in May of 2024. What happened? What did you do? You hired, you took your car to Auto Tech or what?
No, they came to me. I called them. I have a 55 Cadillac, and it needs paint, body, and
Do they have a
paintwork.
mobile service?
No. Well, I don't know if they do. The owner and his wife came to my place because they said it was on the way home.
Okay.
So they stopped up here, looked at the car. The car was running. And I told them exactly what I wanted done, which was body paint, a dash, and about 4 other items.
You
So he said,
wanted
"No
a dash
problem."
and paint and 4 items, okay?
Yeah, body work and about 4 or 5 other items. Not too much because I keep up on the car, and I had a small shop that I used to take
I'm
it
just
to.
shocked that they stopped at your house. But anyway, what happened then?
Well, they stopped on the house at my house because it's on the way to their house.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right, they called their tow truck. came up and got it right then. And I was happy with that because I had a lot to do
Yeah.
at this other place. So what's happened?
Did they tow
since
it to the
then,
shop?
They did.
Okay.
They had a big lift truck and picked it
All
up and
right.
took it to the shop.
Okay, now what's wrong?
And they still
This was in
they
20
still
This
have
was
it.
like 2 years ago, man.
That's right. That's right. And I never really paid any attention to it. I watch, because I have an old car and I go to car shows. I used to watch Iron Resurrection and shows like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I knew it was going to take a
What
while.
year is this
And I
car?
had
Did you say what kind of
55. It's a 55 Cadillac.
Okay, so where are we going with this, man? This sounds weird.
This is, I mean, okay, when they initially sent me the information on, I told them a number, 30 to 32,000, because I know body and paint costs a lot of money, and a dashboard would too. So I said, that's what I'll pay. Don't go over that. And I have
what
it
were you?
right here
You
in
were
front of me.
you said you only wanted a few things done, but now it sounds like you wanted a complete restoration.
No, it doesn't. I said, when I just said all I wanted was the dash, the body and paint, a back tail light was out, a
Yeah, but
motor
30
on
grand
the
is a lot of
inside
money for that stuff. That just sounds outrageous to me.
High-end paint job costs a ton of money.
But
Yeah,
I
but-
didn't know what a paint job would cost.
Nah, come on.
All right, so I put it at that number.
I'll bet you the highest end paint job I can think of is what, 14 grand, 15? The highest?
I was
I-
quoted 9,000 for my 4
I don't know, because there had to be body work done too. It had never been in a crash.
All right, Frank, I
but
want you to
it
hold
has
on.
been-
Listen, we want to get to the bottom of this story. I got to take a break. And I promise you, we will call. We'll do what it takes. But we need to know, in 2 years, what the hell went on? Was there constant communication and what you have in writing? Hold on. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Speaking of cars, don't forget Compass Insurance Group will do free insurance checkups to make sure you're not overinsured, underinsured, paying too much. They'll make sure you have the right coverage, and it's all free, complimentary, and it's honest. 303-996-9000, 996-9000.
Yep.
Back to school is almost here. With iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, your business can support local educators, connect
This
with
is
families,
weird.
and be part of a message your next customers
Oh, it's
already
gonna get
care about.
weirder.
Get your business into the
Based
back to
on what
school
I-
conversation today. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. I love saying that because I've known Frank for more than 30 years. When he started, he came to me and I started promoting him. He was open and honest and he did things a different way. When he goes out to sell a property, he doesn't just put up a sign and put it on multi-list. He does extensive outbound marketing. He does drone coverage videos. He does interior rearranging and staging, even house cleaning when needed. He doesn't even hold his people to a long-term contract because he wants you to be happy each and every day. No one else does that. And he prices it right to get multiple offers. He knows what the sweet spot is. He knows what will get attention. And he will sell the house for more money ultimately and quicker than anyone else. And he has stats to prove it. 303-920-1622. That's 920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Hey, listen, when it comes to plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, you want a company you can trust. Fix It 24/7 offers a $39 extreme clean, tune, and check of your AC, which has been working overtime over this past summer and still has a lot of heat to go. For $39, if you haven't had it done, they do a complete extreme clean, tune, and check, just $39. They also, by the way, will do that for your furnace system if you want to get a jump on winter. Another thing they do is free second opinions if you're told you need anything. Fixmyhome.com. That's where you go to book fixmyhome.com or call them 720-526-3939.
Thank you. Gosh, why is that not playing?
Help your kid excel in math.
Mark's having a hard time reprogramming his Comrex. Poor guy, huh, Tom?
We're not actually on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not.
Or maybe. Oh, yeah. No, here you are now. I'm sorry. I didn't refresh it. I see your red shirt now.
Well, that's refreshing.
It was late, but it was on.
Okay, that explains it.
That's what I want on my tombstone. I'm late, but I'm on.
Oh, you adjusted your main camera.
I did?
It looks fantastic.
Oh, hold on.
The color rendition is great.
Oh,
And
I think that has to do with that.
well, it totally did a great job.
By the way, I need to adjust your camera because it looked a little off. I can't do it when it's. I can't.
No, don't worry about it during the show.
Yeah,
But that, your color, your contrast,
Thank you.
softness of light, that additional light made a really positive
Well,
contribution.
that light has made me feel different. I know. I don't know if it's psychosomatic or what the hell, but
It doesn't matter. Don't overthink it. If it's working, it's working. That podcast, however, talks about what 10 minutes exposure to certain wavelengths will do to your mitochondria,
yeah.
how it keeps it from dying, how it keeps chimpanzees from dying from Parkinson's. It is a phenomenal set of information. I only learned about it at dinner at Stephen Kimberly's last night.
Oh,
They very highly recommended this information. So I'm probably going to get a light for my car. And it turns out mitochondria communicate with each other through unknown channels as a result of this light exposure.
yeah.
And, the feedback mechanism is not understood at all at this point.
Needs to be done to stop it. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Marc Mager. And we got our deputies. And Frank really has a problem. And this happens a lot, by the way. A lot happens when it comes to auto. I call it restoration or major auto work or older cars. But anyway, to make a long story short, since May of 2024, Saul's Auto Tech has had his 1955 Caddy. And I don't know if there's a direct contract or whatever, but they towed it in. Saul's towed it in. So really, the Auto Repair Act is kind of out the window in a way when something is towed in incapacitated. There's got to be a contract, though. He says his budget was around 30 grand. And I'm not sure where we stand right now. But let me ask some very basic questions first, Frank. Do you have a contract?
No, it was all verbal.
Okay, that's really bad. And you said to them you only had about 30 grand. And what are you calling
Right.
what are you calling about today?
I'm calling that they still have my car. I called this morning. I talked to a lady named Letitia, and the car was supposed to be back this Monday from paint and body. That's what a guy named Mike told me. So today is Wednesday, and I still can't get in touch with them.
Okay.
I called this morning. They said they're in a meeting. They'll call me back.
Okay. Now what I want to know is how much money have you paid so far? Literally in cash out the pocket. How much?
25,000.
Oh my God. And you can't find out where your car is?
No. And when I asked Mike, I said, last week, I said, where is my car? He said, I can't tell you or I'll get fired.
Oh,
Okay, we need Deputy Doc to call right now. Actually, Axe, you can call to try to get him on the radio first if you want. Just see if they want to comment on this. Then Doc,
They generally come on.
hey, Tom.
Mark, what do you know about him?
Saul's Auto Tech, we get calls on him maybe, I don't know, every 6 months.
Not a lot though, right? Would you?
No. And they generally come on or get the problem solved.
Tom, I've been perusing Saul's Autotech website. There's absolutely no mention of body work or painting. Their entire website is dedicated to nothing but maintenance and repairs.
Yeah,
So
that's
Frank,
what he just. But that's what he just said. D. They shipped it out to a body shop for that work.
Well,
He said he trailered it himself to Elizabeth, but he wouldn't tell me where.
oh,
I don't understand why you went to them for body work and so. Why did you? What made you
Because
call them?
I didn't know. I didn't know of another shop. I usually do all my motor work and stuff myself, and I have a small shop that does it, but I don't do body
Yeah,
paint.
but, well,
You
neither
gotta
do
know what
they.
you're
So
doing.
what I'm asking is, why did you call them of all the people to do your stuff? Why'd you do that?
I didn't know of a shop that did body and paint and the few small things that I wanted.
So you
And
asked
when I
them as
talked
a
to them,
favor,
they
like
said,
kind
no
of.
problem. Go ahead.
You asked them as a favor, like to find someone for you, or what?
No, I didn't. I when he came up, he looked at the body. I said, "This is it, and this is what I want done." When they took the car,
But why
assumed
them?
that
Have they
did
ever done
body
work
and
for you
paint.
before? Why them? Did you pick them out of
No. I have a small shop that I do over by
Yeah,
the
you
old
said that, but
Cinderella City.
why auto? Did you
but they
ride
don't
past
do-
there?
They don't do.
God, who cares at this point?
I'm just curious. I mean, I'm curious how people find these people and how, like why he's looking for auto body work.
Online. I looked online, and that popped up, and it was a big shop. So I said I can have it all done at one place.
Okay, all right.
And they said, well, we'll come to your place where it's on our way home, no problem.
Okay, all right. That's a little unusual, but here's what we're gonna do. Let's try to get them on the air. Let's see if they'll come on and talk about at least where your car is, especially if the guy said, I can't tell you where your car is or I'll be fired. Did you get the name of somebody who said that to you?
Chris.
He's probably saying that because he can't give the name of the body shop they brought it to. I mean, I have no idea why he would say that, but that's all.
Okay,
They're
Frank.
not going to tell you. I just called them at 8 o'clock this morning.
I'll tell you what, they didn't want you calling up the body shop because they're the body shop's customer, not you. That's why.
Yeah, Frank, listen. At least
Well, I only told them that I want to see the car because I haven't seen it in a year.
what have you been doing this whole year? Do you call every now and then or what? How do
Yeah,
you go
I
a
just call in
year?
and check on it. I just call in and check on the car, and they keep telling me next week.
Okay, well, God. Again, I can't even fathom that kind of thing. So hang on, and what we'll do is call over there, just get an update, give it to Deputy Doc maybe to work on it if they don't come on the air. But let's try to get this done for Frank. Meanwhile, if you have a problem, a question, or complaint, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. DenverRegen.com for stem cell therapy. DenverRegen.com.
Yep.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, we're still in pretty good shape out here. The accident northbound at Orchard was moved out of the right lane to the side. It's still a little slow in that area, but it is improving. Ahead of that does look much better into downtown. And basically, we're looking at light volume out here. There's a little bit of traffic south coming into downtown through Spear, I-70 west from Colorado to Brighton, and a little construction on the ramp from I-70 to southbound 225. The ramp is jamming just a little bit also. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the 47 Morning Update podcast.
If you want to know what President Trump is doing before everybody else, then start your day with the 47 Morning Update, the #1 Trump podcast in America. Big stories, breaking news every morning. Download the 47 Morning Update now.
You know what I love about Gravina is not only that it was started by Granddad. They're on 950 West Evans, and the grandson is now running it. Nick, they have a great heritage, okay? But I also love that they have a multiple line of products. So you are never steered into one brand. Like a lot of companies only have one or two brands. Gravina's, they have 50 lines of windows, multiple lines of siding and doors. They have energy efficiency, beauty, low to no maintenance. Gravina's, everything you want for the exterior of your home. Gravinas.com. 303 Gravina.
Awesome. Yeah.
Hey, what kind of car was that?
A 55 Caddy.
Son of a.
Yeah, certainly. It's a bit of a strange one, Robert. I'm not going to lie to you.
Good morning, K-How, Troubleshooter Show. Did you want to talk to Tom and the gang?
Station called the Troubleshooter Show on 630 K-How.
Don't run off. Let me
get
get you over to Adam.
Calling the show saying he had issues with Saul's tech, and from our experience,
How
we've
the hell?
called Saul's before, and it has never been an issue. So we were just seeing if you guys could come on again.
Grapes
and comment
of
on what
Wrath
is going on with this, 'cause
It's
sounds
20.
a little unbelievable. So if you could just give me a call so we could talk about it, that'd be great. Yeah, if he could call us at, let me hear, give me 2 seconds. Okay, that number is going to be 303-713-7665. Yeah, no, you're good. It's Adam. Thank you, Robert. I really appreciate it.
So, Mark, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think they're pretty good? Is that why you were kind of, saying?
No,
go
no,
ahead.
I don't. I'm not saying they're good or not. They usually get back with us, and
Okay.
eventually it gets figured out. I mean, this one's weird. Who the fuck leaves their car there for 2 years?
I know it. Jesus, God. Anyway.
I'm trying to track down the car.
Okay.
Okay, I gotcha. I'll tell you what, Tom and Mark have experienced issues with Google before.
Hey, who do I talk to on that 55 Caddy?
Try and help you out and discuss this, okay?
The 55 Cadillac.
That's crazy.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number, man. I apologize. I'm sorry, in Elizabeth, it's just you guys, and I guess at Boneyard Custom Restorations. It must be them.
This is Anthony with U.S. West or whatever.
Yeah, that could be one of those two places for sure.
All right, thanks, man.
I've started
Bye.
saying, I'm sure it's not Anthony. I'd love to hear you say your name. I wonder what it is. I bet it's very exotic.
Oh my god, I would love if they didn't pick the generic name generator, whatever they have. Love it. Sometimes I even guess, is it Khabib? Is it like Malakmud or some random stuff? Just make up, and they get really mad. They get really mad. They don't like that.
Fantastic. What's your real name?
Troubleshooter Show. Can I get a first name? Oh God, why do you answer the phone so creepy, dude?
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, you're creeping me out in not the right way, man. What's up, man? Yeah, we have Frank, but we're going to wrap up with him because of the update I'll give. And then we have another caller, Chris, who's having issue getting into his Gmail.
Better than getting into a female.
Okay, perfect. I'll put you on that hold. Yeah. All right, Bo. Talk to you in a minute.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go.
Hey, Tom Martino here with Major Marc Mager. We're trying to solve your problems, answer your questions, take your complaints, make your life a little easier. Water Pros has the best water systems, the lowest prices, bar none. If you want reverse osmosis, now that's the best drinking water you can get at your kitchen sink. You can get one for $1,100. You can get a tankless one for $1,800. It is a great system. I have one, and that's it. Fully installed, master plumber, and great warranties, American made. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. All right, so we're trying to find out where this car is. And did you call over there, Axe? Did anyone call over to find out this? I know Mark made a phone call somewhere. And this is the Auto Tech on Arapahoe Road, I'm assuming, Frank. And did you give it, Axe, over to Deputy Doc, or where are we with that at this point? Meanwhile, I want to go to Deputy Bo, who has a comment on this. Deputy Bo, what is your comment on this Auto Tech thing?
Okay. I got an unfavorable update I'm going to do on Sal's Auto Tech on Friday. But I have a suggestion for Frank if he's still listening. Frank, if the car's been gone for a year, what you need to do is take a sack lunch.
I think it's been almost 2 years now. I mean, a year and a half. Yeah.
Well, what he needs to do is go to Sal, sit in the lobby, and say, "Look, Sal, I want to see my vehicle, and I'm not leaving the store till you produce it. And if you don't produce it, I'm going to call the police."
What did you say? You have an unfavorable update. Are you working on something with Auto Tech?
Yeah, I'm working on this call from. His name is Rick. It was a couple weeks ago. They have his 2013 Lexus, and apparently they did $4,200 worth of work, and it didn't cure the problem. It's a transmission. So we got a hold of Sal's a couple weeks ago. Mark was in, and they agreed. Sal's Auto Tech, the general manager Mike, agreed to pay Rick $2,000. They were just going to buy the car outright because there's just too much repair.
Oh, yeah.
But Sal's Auto Tech has had his car since June 6th, and they're ghosting him. So I'm just trying to get Sal's to live up to their end of the bargain.
Bo, are you saying they still haven't paid him the $2,000?
Nope, they haven't. And I called over there 3 times, and I sent an email. I sent it to you guys. And I told him, you need to produce this check as agreed, or we're going to go back on the air.
Well, we should have our listeners, honestly, we should have our listeners at this point call up and ask about that $2,000. I mean, we can wait to hear what's going on with this Cadillac.
Mark, did they promise right on the air? Mark, did they promise when you were on the air with them?
I don't remember if they said that on the air, or Bo, did they say that on the air, or did you hear it later?
I can't remember if he said it on the air, but he personally said it to me and to our caller, Rick. Now, that call came in on 6:13 at noon, and you were the host that day.
Okay.
But they're reneging on the deal, and it's a.
Well, how do you know they're reneging?
I can tell you why, because they're not paying for the car.
Okay.
Saul's Auto Tech promised to give.
I'm just saying they might be hard up for cash. I mean, who knows where these guys are at? I have no idea.
Well, after we called that Friday, they promised they'd tender over a check the following Monday, and they haven't done it.
Let's light them up, Tom. Honest to God. I mean, what else?
Is this the one on this is Saul's Auto Tech on Arapahoe Road. What the hell's going on there? I mean, all of a sudden.
They're by that Pindustry. I think they're under Pindustry.
Yeah, and what we're talking about is we have two issues. They have a guy's car there for 2 years. They won't tell him where it is. Plus, they have this $2,000 promise they made. What number and who are you talking to over there, Bo?
I'm trying to talk to the general manager, Mike, which Frank has been talking to, and I do have the phone number.
It's three. You go ahead.
303-919-7769.
Yeah, and it's listed as Peakview Avenue, which is, you see it right off Arapahoe Road, Arapahoe and Peakview. And, at one time, I thought there was a father and son there. I don't know if somebody else took it over.
Years and years ago, it was a different setup.
Okay, got it. So this is different than the one.
They were actually on the referral list,
right?
The first ownership, goddamn, I'm talking 20 years ago.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. So this is like new management or new people for years and years.
Well, not that new, but yeah.
Okay, Saul's.
I think Saul's is still there, Tom. I think the owner Saul, the guy Saul.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
We get it.
Well, Mark said that they aren't the original guys we dealt with. Thank you, Bo. Keep on top of that. Meanwhile, you can give a live on-air review of Saul's Auto Tech and say, listen, and when I say this, I'm not talking about being vulgar. I'm not talking about swearing or yelling. I'm saying, look, we heard about you on the air. We thought we'd give you some honest feedback. This does not bode well for your business, or give them your honest opinion. And their number is 303-919-7769. I can't tell you how many times problems have been solved with people who give an honest opinion saying, look, we heard about you on the air. What are you going to do about this? They've had a car for 2 years. That's the one problem from Frank, 2 years, and he can't even tell where it is. The other one is, they promised to give a refund and never came through. So that's Saul's Auto Tech. And it's again, here's the number, 303-919-7769. Let's talk to Chris. Chris, what's going on with you, Chris? Welcome to the show. I'm Tom with Mark and the deputies. What's happening, Chris?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
My problem is with Google.
What's
Google Mail. I've been locked out.
How did you get locked out?
Just out of the blue. I've had it for like 5-6 years.
But tell me how, like you tried to log in and it said you didn't have a password or it didn't recognize you. Like, in what fashion and how did you discover it? That's really important. And by the way, Google is pretty good at responding. So how did it all begin? Just one day you went to look at your mail and you couldn't get in?
Right. I entered the password. It brought up that I was restricted. It brought up a little message, something to do about phishing.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it say you had the wrong pass? Did you try to reset your password?
I did yesterday, and it went through. It allows me to access all the other stuff from Google. I can't access my email.
That's weird. So you can log into your Google account and you can look at a calendar, for example.
Right.
And you can look at all the other Google, like Google Drive. Can you go to Google Drive? Do you use it?
I didn't. I never used that, so I haven't done that.
Was your email with your own domain or was it at google.com?
At Google.
Or at Gmail,
at
what I mean.
gmail.com.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I
right.
meant. Okay. And When it said you're locked out or something for phishing, I have no idea. They flagged your account, obviously. Somebody flagged your account. Did they give you an option to contact them?
It gives you an option to appeal, and
right.
Since it happened 2 weeks ago, I've appealed like 4 or 5 times, and it gets rejected every time.
Rejected meaning they write back to you saying they're not appealing, or they did appeal and they find it to be legit, or what message do you get?
It just tells me that the restrictions upheld.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying the account was used for phishing. I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
Right.
That's why they're not letting
Right.
you in.
Chris, what do you use what do you use it for?
It's just a personal, I'm in Oklahoma City or Oklahoma, and
It probably got
it's
hacked
just me
and
my
someone
wife.
used
It's
it
just
if
a
it wasn't
personal
you,
email.
man.
Okay.
I asked them to contact me, email me,
right.
Phone me. I gave them my phone number, an alternate email.
Hold on a sec, man. When you log into the account, even though you can't get the email, can you go look at the devices that are logged in or that have been logged in, the history, and see if there's a device you don't recognize? Because most likely someone hacked into your account if you didn't do it and used that account to send out bulk email or a phishing scheme.
That happens a lot when you get hacked. They send it to your contacts. All of this bad things.
I looked, and there's nothing, other than my iPad and stuff. So I asked them, will you contact me and tell me if someone hacked my account, what's going on? I asked for additional information, excuse me, and they never contact me.
See,
they never do. I mean, that's
well,
normal.
I was locked out of a domain once from my son's thing.
That's different.
Yeah. And they, go through a process where you have to prove that you own it and all that. But as far as Gmail, what I'm seeing here is they have the final word on whether you can use their account or not. And have you tried opening a new one?
No, but all my information's in the old one, so I have all my stored emails. I have stored gift cards. I need to access the one I have, actually.
Oh, man. And you tried contacting Google support. Did you ask them just to get into your email to download that stuff or to download it for you?
That's the problem. I'm not really tech savvy, so there's an option to do that, but I don't know how to.
Yeah, I knew there would be. Normally, they will let you download your stuff. You need to get someone to help you to download your stuff. What I'm reading from Google is, unless they have absolute evidence that you're breaking a law or were served by authorities, they will allow you to download your emails and contacts and all of that and move on. So there is an option to do that. You got to do it. And if you don't know how to do it, we certainly can't do it over the phone, but that's certainly what you need to do. And you need to do it quickly, because once it's restricted, you have a limited time to download your information.
Is that like, 30 days or?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. It just said a limited time on the Google help sheet. So Google is a behemoth. It's very difficult. But, there are even times I've gotten a phone call from Google support on really queer stuff. So what you need to do, the first thing you need to concentrate on now is just downloading your stuff, open up another email, and then hope it doesn't happen again. I don't know what happened. Either someone hacked into your account to do this, or you inadvertently did it, but most likely someone hacked, and then your address became related to a phishing scheme. And
or he sent something that they consider phishing.
That could be. So you got to do that, Chris. I got to take this break. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Remember, Gravina's has 50 lines of windows, gravinas.com.
There you go.
Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we're still in pretty good shape out here. The accident northbound at Orchard was moved out of the right lane to the side. It's still a little slow in that area, but it is improving. Ahead of that does look much better into downtown. And basically, we're looking at light volume out here. There's a little bit of traffic south coming into downtown through Spear, I-70 west from Colorado to Brighton, and a little construction on the ramp from I-70 to southbound 225. The ramp is jamming just a little bit also. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Where did wokeness come from? This week on Red Pilled America, we tell the story of how an obscure group of German refugees started all of this woke madness and what needs to be done to stop it. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
You know, there are two things when you get into an accident and you start considering a personal injury attorney. One is access. You want to talk to someone more than an intake person, a call center. John Fuller affords you that. If you call, he'll talk to you on the first phone call or call you right back. And then he'll answer all of your questions. So you get that information and that direct contact. The next thing you want is someone to get started on your case without a lot of red tape. Well, guess what? If you decide John Fuller's a good fit, he can get started on your case on the very first phone call on a percentage fee basis. John Fuller, give him a call, see if it's a fit. He'll answer all of your questions and get you started immediately on getting back to you where before the accident, paying you back for everything you've lost. 303-597-4500, 303-597-4500.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Shannon.
Yes, they did not come on. No. Bo can't get them on, I can't get them on.
Okay, are they willing to talk off air?
No, they won't. We can't get a hold of anyone there.
I don't know.
Yes, no.
All right.
Did he not listen to the phone call at all?
He was asleep. You saw that.
Oh, okay. Well,
He was fine. Chris is going to build a Heemeyer bulldozer and drive to Cupertino or wherever the hell Google is.
Was his name Niemeyer?
Marvin Heemeyer, right?
Yeah, Marvin, something like that.
God bless him. Weldon MFer. Speaking of Granby, Tom, did you ever go to Steve Kelly's place up in Granby?
No.
He had a place that was was that like a 6 or 8 room hotel that he had converted into a house. Holy
really?
crap.
Was it cool?
Right. Oh, so cool.
He
Right on the
disappeared.
lake.
He disappeared off the face of the earth.
Well, yeah, after he got hit by the truck and Caplis got him a 7-figure settlement.
Wait, what? How much?
A lot.
Was
A
he-
hell of a lot. He bought a place down in, what's that ridiculously nice town in Florida? Is it Jupiter or?
There's all kinds, like Boca Raton, Jupiter, Sarasota.
I think he's doing whatever the one that's got like a little island.
Wow.
Jupiter, maybe. He and his son, was it John? You know, John got his PGA card, so Steve went kind of touring with him for a little while. It was Kelly Jo's birthday just earlier this week. I can't believe she's still with us. Beat cancer twice.
Did she?
Yeah. Tough old bird. Yeah, so after the accident and certainly after the settlement, he was long gone. 30 away.
Tom, I looked up the lawsuit history against Sal's Autotech.
Yeah.
And in the last 2.5 years, 6 lawsuits.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's weird.
Season long.
Download the iHeartRadio app.
Search NFL and press play.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Major Marc Mager and the gang. We are here solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints. And Deputy D looked up Saul's court record, Saul's Autotech. Something's going on there, and something is strange. These people used to be quite, well, we never heard from them, let's put it that way. And, you know, all of a sudden we hear nothing but trouble. Not trouble, but they won't follow up and they're not doing the right thing. So, you know, what did you find out, D?
Tom, you know, I kind of like to peruse the court records as part of my background check on various businesses and people, just because even though lawsuits are just allegations at most stages, they still kind of give me an idea of just how much controversy is generated in a certain place. And so I ran Saul's Autotech over there in Arapahoe through this database I access. And in the last 2.5 years, there have been 6 lawsuits filed against them.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Could you see what they were about?
You know, mostly I kind of scanned for about 4, maybe 5 complaints. And they allege not missing cars, but repairs that didn't work out, that didn't take, you know, large charges, and receiving car. When one case that was especially troubling, this one was in a county court actually, receiving a car that was in a huge state of disrepair, according to the plaintiff, when they got the car back, like with radio hanging out and the odometer not working and that kind of stuff. So just sort of, now in comparison, I also checked Sheridan Autotech, and I got 0 hits on any lawsuits against them.
Oh, yeah.
So,
right.
You know
right.
what I mean? So even though Saul's is probably a high volume location and maybe 6 lawsuits in 2.5 years
that's a lot.
I mean, that really does sound like a lot. So
you got to think about this. There's complaint, there's a complaint, a complaint, a complaint. Then there's a back and forth. Then there's consulting with an attorney, maybe. But to get to an actual filing of a lawsuit, that's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, most consumers don't follow through. I mean, we comment often here how the small claims court is one of the most underutilized consumer resources that's available out there. So in my view, only a small percentage of affected consumers actually take the extra step of filing a lawsuit.
And many times it has to be egregious, or a lot of times it's motivated by anger or something like that. But people, I would say, beware right now. Seriously, we got 2 outstanding issues right now from Saul's Autotech. And you often hear about problems here first. Saul's Autotech. You might want to let them know you heard about them. Maybe they'll change. They'll respond. Their number is 303-919-7769. We have more to go on the Troubleshooter Show. Get your calls in at 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466.
Thank you. Yep. And at the new stadium, it was up, down, up, down, up, down, as opposed to sliding, because it was all bench seats at the old stadium. So he had special pants that were like aluminum lined, and he would slide down each seat at the old place. But this one, up, down, 77,125 times. And I was with him. It took him 9 days.
Yeah, but it's totally good. It doesn't smell. It tastes. Do you think it makes me sick?
Just to walk with him.
I don't know. I just know it's all.
And cool.
What are you talking about?
We've been doing it at home like that for years. We don't throw it out in 7 days, but if I have any whiff of anything, I will. And
Hey, Frank.
I appreciate your concern,
Hey,
seriously.
this is Doc from the Martino Show. Excuse me.
Okay.
So listen, here's the deal. 2 of our workers tried to get in touch with.
I'm stepping
Saul.
away. I'll be right
They
back.
won't talk to them. So what I'm gonna do. Excuse me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call them now. I'm going to call them later in the afternoon
16.
when maybe, they're not being bombarded. What's your last name, Frank?
Yep. Yeah. 15.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What
All
are
right,
you
so
doing?
I'll give you a call later on.
Holy crap. Your horn stuck?
Meow.
Golly.
Right.
It's those testosterone pellets, Shannon.
Well, two of our people tried to
I'm
call
singing in the
and they wouldn't
shower,
talk to
baby.
them. So
That
I'm
was
going to give them a
something they
few
make you
hours
do
to
at
calm
yoga.
down. I'll try and get a little later this afternoon,
Goat
okay?
yoga?
You gotta love
Talk to you
that.
later.
What's that, coming from Tom or Doc, or both?
Doc.
Oh, okay.
Actually, both.
Yeah. It's a generational thing. And hey, listen, it's starting to happen to me. I don't know where the hell the phlegm comes from. It just happens.
Yep.
Especially like at Golden Corral. I'm got fried
everywhere.
chicken, mashed potatoes, corn. I mean, American staples of a comfort food dinner.
Yep.
And I'm
Agreed.
And it's suddenly like I'm allergic to something. I'm like, oh my God.
Do they have fried chicken?
Oh, great fried chicken.
Barbecue ribs?
No, they might. I'm not a barbecue guy, so isn't that
Got it.
funny? So at your meat fest, I'm not going to touch any barbecue.
They don't have a ton of barbecue there. Someone will bring ribs.
Libs?
Someone brought a meat puppet last year. I found that kind of disgusting. I wouldn't try it. It looked like Pinocchio made out of different meats.
That's funny. Did the nose grow?
I don't remember. Dimitri would remember what the nose was made out of, I bet. Like it'd be sausage links and the feet might have been drumsticks.
That meat fest thing doesn't seem like a.
Definitely scares me.
Definitely like they're gonna take Shannon's meat.
What happened to Dave H?
What happened?
I don't know. He was on YouTube and he was all talkative and talking parties.
Maybe someone hurt his feelings again.
And now he's gone. I invited him into the show tomorrow. Hey, does anybody out there know what happened to Dave H?
Is he a tuber?
Yeah, I'll put up a poll.
Are you related to him? You seem to be related to a lot of YouTubers.
I am not related to Dave H. Please don't say that. No, I'm not. No, hang on.
Those are fighting words, Axe.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not related to Dave H. No, this is blasphemy. This is slander. I will not tolerate it.
Let's see here. Let's put up a Dave H. poll.
Not entirely wrong that you are related to some.
Only one. Actually,
Well, I
only
thought there
two.
was an uncle in
No, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, well, see,
Two.
that's a
Couple of people.
All right, I put up a poll about Dave H. And I can see he just voted. I wish we could block people from listening.
That'd be good.
Not just from chatting. How do we block Dave H. from listening?
set off an explosive near his ears.
Oh, that could help.
Fire that new gun off by his ear.
Yeah, what were they doing to people in Havana or whatever? You got to give them that
God.
Havana syndrome deal.
Oh, were they? No, not Havana. You're thinking of. Well, you probably are thinking of Havana.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Havana. It was some sort of microwave listening device that was frying our embassy staff at the goddamn in Cuba. And as a matter of fact, I heard a story recently that Kissinger knew about it and contacted Russia and said, "I'm visiting in 3 weeks. Turn that shit off." And they did. Love that. Don't fry my ass, you pigs.
I thought you were talking about the new weapon we have that just stuns the shit out of people, and they have no idea what happens.
There is something wrong with that thing. It is got to be like some sort of superhero deal.
And what do you do? If you're around it, you got to wear like a certain, I don't know, earbud that has a certain frequency killer?
That was depicted in the first Iron Man movie, wasn't it?
Tom.
Do you remember that the bad guy...
Should we invite Woody back for a day or two to try being a deputy?
Yeah.
He would love that.
Yeah, let's talk to Suze.
Yeah.
I mean, let's pick a day when it's light with deputies.
Yeah, I'll contact Suze and ask her to consider scheduling him.
Yeah, and he can even come here if you want with you to get the hang.
He had such a great time. And he loved working with Mark and me and Chopper.
Well, who wouldn't? Just ask Shannon, ask Tom, ask Suzanne, ask Dave H.
About what?
It is definitely something that is a hard start, but kind of levels out after a bit. Right?
Sure. like working with you.
Yes. Well, I like to think that I remain shocking the entire time. Not just at first. Because you, after a little while, people go, like behind your back, people always go, he's really nice, actually, once you get to know him. Whereas no one ever says that about me. When I die, people will say one of two things. Either that guy was an asshole or you bet he was.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino and Major Marc Mager.
Hey, welcome to the show. I got Deputy D here at the home studio. Mark is remote. And then we have Deputy Doc at the main flagship. And we are cruising our troubleshooter ship into the wide open sea, taking on problems, questions, and complaints and trying to stay afloat. We love doing what we do. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. By the way, Frank will do a free market evaluation before you list your home to get you an idea of exactly what it will sell for. He gets multiple offers. He sells more in a year than most people sell in a career. If you want an active agent, someone who won't hold you to a contract, someone who will earn their keep every day, someone you'll love, they'll get multiple offers. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. I started out the show with something on my mind, which is privacy. It's really an illusion. But then I wonder, how important is privacy? What is important to you that you keep private? I'm going to tell you this. The thing that I would want to keep private more than anything is my innermost thoughts and private actions when I'm home, like between me and my wife or me and my family. I mean, that kind of stuff. Do I care if they know where I'm moving around the house? Do I care if they know where I drive? Do I care if they know stuff like what I browse? And
they already do, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, do you care, Mark? Where do you stand on the privacy thing? You don't seem overly paranoid about it. Do you take any steps to keep things a little more private? What do you do?
Not really. I can't think of anything I do to attempt to be hidden.
Yeah. And people on social media, you automatically give up everything. The agreements, the terms that you give, you wouldn't believe the access you give to these social apps. You wouldn't believe it. They know every one of your contacts. They know your browsing histories. They know so much about you.
Hey, guys, what about your financial data? That's one thing I'd want to keep private.
Yeah, I would too. Now, in a way, obviously, I want to keep it private. You don't want everyone knowing everything about your finances.
As private as you possibly can.
Right, exactly. There's always going to be people who speculate, and then, based on where you live or what you drive or what you do for a living, not that it matters. I mean, it's amazing to me how people try to size each other up based on that. I mean, that used to be the number one not equalizer, but the number one differentiator. What do you do for a living? At a cocktail party. So what do you do? What they really mean is, where do I compare to you? And that I don't even think people do that anymore. I don't. I think one of the reasons is because it's become uncool. And then so when it comes to privacy, what I didn't realize is, and I might be naive, but what I didn't realize is license plate numbers. I thought they gathered them only for speeding or violations. I did not realize that there are many privately owned flocks, and that's the short name they give it, FLOK.
Like services.
Yeah. And there is a DFLOC organization now going out, dflock.org, trying to warn people and trying to get people involved in getting rid of them. And they want people to submit cameras, and they want to keep track of these. But again, what's really weird is what they're used for. So they're used just to gather information. And then they run the license plates, and they find out a lot about you. But what do they do with this information? Automatic license plate readers, by the way, they're now powered by AI. They capture and analyze not just the number, but the vehicle itself, those who are driving, the location, time, and date, where it goes from. Some of them have cameras that talk to each other. These people that run these cameras privately trade information, so they can pretty well track a vehicle everywhere. I mean, there's almost nowhere where it's not on camera somewhere. They capture year, make, and model, identifying features, even dents, cracks.
What's wrong with any of that, though?
Yeah, well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. What I'm saying is there's a lot of people shook up about it.
I mean, if someone pulled up next to you and pulled a gun on you, there's a good chance they'll be able to track down who did it.
Well, I think your analysis of what's wrong with it stops short of what can really go wrong, which is all of these databases can be infiltrated by nefarious actors. And so
can anything in the world.
Right.
The IRS, for God's sake.
No, of course. That's my point. Any database, even though it's not being maintained for nefarious purposes, could be infiltrated for those purposes, right? So somebody could start keeping track of, like, you, me, or Tom, and not just where we go by our license plate numbers, but where we stay, like how much time we spend at certain addresses.
That's right.
Then they'll cross-reference it to other people who come to that house, and maybe or that address, and maybe connect us unjustly so with drug dealers or human traffickers or pornographers or white-collar criminals or whatever. So it's that kind of stuff. I mean, it's blackmail, it's unfair accusations of bad associations. All of that can happen. And even with this Comcast Wi-Fi router that can now track you personally and see what you're doing
in your house, that understand.
That could be misused.
It's a security system, guys. That's what it's marketed for, and that's what it's sold for.
Right, and that analysis
he's saying
of what can actually happen.
He's saying they activate
this is so absurd. You might as well go after guns in. Why make guns? Because nefarious people can get the guns. There's no difference. It doesn't matter what the product is. There's always going to be bad people using it.
Right. But the point is, why would we create so many liabilities, so many weak spots in our personal and financial security?
They create them to make money. They're all businesses.
Well, yeah,
they sell
I totally
the information.
understand that, but that doesn't mean I want that. If I can figure out a way to hack into Tom's router and use it for this purpose, I can come in here and burglarize his house while he is either working the radio show or taking a shower.
Or you could go buy a gun and walk into his house and rob him that way. What's the difference?
Well, the big
bad people are going to do bad things.
Right. So why give them even more opportunities to do bad things?
Then why sell
effectively?
guns? I'm going to go back to that, and it's not a straw man argument. Why? It's the same thing.
Of course it is. Mark,
no, it's not.
Gun possession has absolutely nothing to do with
You're
this
saying you outlaw data collection because there's bad people.
That's not what
well,
I
then
did
the
not-
IRS should go away, banks should go away, mortgage companies, anybody that asks you how much you make should go away then, because all of it's at risk.
Well,
I
all of
wonder
it
how
is at
people
risk.
feel about it.
So every day there's more and more stuff that can go wrong. And I just found out about this router thing. That's one more thing that can be misused, that can go wrong. I don't think Comcast is going to spy on me. I don't think it cares if I'm scratching my butt in the garage. But somebody can break into that database.
Why do you think Comcast is doing it? It's part of their security system?
It sounds like a very impressive way to create a security system that can differentiate between you moving through your house and somebody who doesn't even recognize.
But do they activate it? Like, for example, is my modem, is it activated on mine right now? Or do you have to subscribe to a service?
Apparently, they suddenly activated this. According to the Zero Hedge article, they suddenly activated this.
It's not brain surgery. Most people have 30 to 40, 50 devices in their house connected to their Comcast router if they have Comcast.
Right.
When you're there, your phone connects. They know that's your phone. They know you're there.
Right. And then they know where you are in the house. They know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And they sense all kinds of data from your house. Now, that in and of itself, what's the big deal?
But I want to go back to this. People steal different ways now. Now they steal information. They steal passwords. Back in the day, they'd walk into a bank with a gun or a machine gun and rob it. There's no difference. It's just a different way of doing things.
No, there's a big difference. This is a risk-free way to commit a crime. If you come into somebody's
not
house with a gun
risk-free.
and rob them, you have the risk of stopping a bullet yourself. This way, you can just, from the privacy and comfort of your own couch.
You're saying.
Well, you're hidden, and you're not at risk of getting shot or getting bitten by a guard dog.
You're saying it's making it easier.
It's easier because it's risk-free.
So are there people right now hacking sources of information?
Of course.
You think every day?
The calls we get about, hey, my bank account got hacked, or somebody
but
charged
most
up a bunch of stuff to my credit cards.
Most of them fall for a phishing scheme. Most of them, they just got screwed. I mean, that's what happens to most of them. Most people don't get hacked like someone got in and got my PIN from, I don't know, from the bank database. It just doesn't happen. What happens is someone reaches out to them pretending to be the bank, and they give the PIN.
Okay, Mark, that does happen too. But look at my own personal example. Last year, also known as 2025, I had 2 credit cards that got shut down automatically for fraudulent charges. Now, at this year so far, to date, I've had 2 credit cards halfway through the year.
Okay, but the way they did that is by monitoring everything you do.
I don't know what they do.
No, they pick up a scheme. In other words, they know your normal spending habits based on gathering information. So that's where it's used for good. That's where it's used for good.
Or it was just a waitress that copied it real quick when she had the card.
But what they noticed, though, was something out of your normal spending habit.
Right. Thankfully, the credit card companies flagged these long before I noticed.
But that's where gathering information was a good thing.
For a good reason. Yeah.
Right.
But my point is, somebody, perhaps 4 different organizations, got into some system, not into my computer, but some system, and got my credit card information, billing address, zip code, the CVV number on the back, all that stuff, and were able to use 4 of my credit cards in the past year and a half.
Well, mine were hacked too. I mean, but it can happen anywhere. As Mark said, it could be a waitress copying them. That's why I like the new tap cards where you don't give anything. You just tap it. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK. Renew Home Innovations can put in the most beautiful Italian porcelain walk-in showers. They're really beautiful showers, and they have the best prices and the best value in this space for Italian porcelain because they're direct importers. Call them to find out what you can do. You can custom design it in 1 or 2 days. They can put it in. You have a year to pay with no interest and no payments. That's 303-904-2000. RenewHomeInnovations.com.
Yep.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 720-927-3227 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 720-927-3227 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 720-927-3227 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinic treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 720-927-3227.
You need to call Excel Roofing to get your roof checked. We've had hail around the area, or you just want a free roof inspection. Excel doesn't make you sign anything. They don't trick you into a contract, and they will give you all kinds of free information and help you with your insurance claim. That's excellent, EXCEL. excelroofing.com. I'm going to give you the number too, and here's the deal. Call them, make them your roofing authority. They have blogs about how to get out of bad contracts, how to select the right roof, how to select the right roofer. They're filled with information, even a pricing tool on the front page. excelroofing.com, 303-761-6400. Hey, if you're looking for a steel building, we have a steel building manufacturer right here in Grand Junction serving the entire country, direct to the consumer. Engineers on board to help you design your building, whether it's a giant building or a small building. You can have a workshop, a barn, a garage, an airplane hangar maybe, or a giant shopping center or church, whatever it is. 100% American steel, guaranteed for life. All the finishes guaranteed for 40 years, and they're right here, and they're honestly a factory. They don't lie about that. A lot of places do. They claim to be a factory when they're not. You can depend on GreatWesternBuildings.com.
Awesome.
You know, the other cool thing like Arlo and other companies are doing, the cameras start knowing who's supposed to be in the household through AI. So when someone's there or in a certain room that you might not want people in, say by a safe or by where you keep guns or anything like that, then you can get an alarm. I mean, the technology like in our house is crazy.
And they're using cameras for that or Wi-Fi?
No. Like Arlo, you use the actual Arlo cameras. The Wi-Fi is looking at what devices are on. Then they can tell basically who you are.
No. There was a company years ago that did Wi-Fi broadcast from the center of the house and was able to detect who was where based on how much Wi-Fi their bodies sucked up.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
You look it up. Look it up. There was a security company that did Wi-Fi shadow sort of thing. It could tell where the cats were. It could differentiate between mom and dad and grandma.
That's what I just found
Was
about
that
this
what you were
Comcast.
talking about?
Yeah, it's this Comcast Wi-Fi router that suddenly had this feature turned on.
Yeah, love it. It's the best way to go for home security.
It's totally cool.
If you have multiple people. But it picked up how much Wi-Fi was lost on your fat ass. Like, Mark, in your car, how high res are the cameras that are looking to see where you're looking or if your head is up? Or
there's different ones.
Yeah.
I know on mine, I'm looking it up right now.
DPI?
No, the very front camera is super high. I'm seeing what it is.
Golly, I don't. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that. I mean, you guys know when an itch turns into more than a scratch.
My first and last camera, my model has the first and last, that front camera. 5.4 megapixels.
Jeez, that's plenty.
And then all the other ones are 1.4.
Yeah. Yeah, even a 1 meg pointed inside.
No, actually, it says on mine that front camera on the 2026 is higher, but they never released the megapixels. I don't know why.
A secret. Are we keeping secrets? Here you
Hey, download the 47 more.
He's stepped out.
Hey, Tom Martino and Marc Mager, and you. Give us a call on any problem before it gets too late. At the first sign of problems, someone lied to you, ripped you off, cheated you, they took money, they're not doing work in return, or you can't hear from your auto shop. That is a common one lately where, you take your auto somewhere, you pay a lot of money up front, and then you don't know what's going on with it. First of all, you should never pay a lot of money up front. I don't know why people are doing this. All consumer problems can be, most consumer problems can be summarized in two things. One, usually when somebody contacts you as opposed to you contacting them. Now, that doesn't mean that every time somebody contacts you, it's a scam, nor does it mean every time you contact someone else, it's not a scam. What I mean is this. If you took a universe of consumer problems and people who have been ripped off, the entire universe, out of that universe, most of them would have been solicited in some way, shape, or form. They would have been called. The door would have been knocked on. They would have gotten an email or something caught their eye and solicited them, and they got hooked. Many times that starts with a romance scam or a home improvement scam or roofing, anything like that, okay? When people contact you, it's automatically a higher percentage of risk for getting ripped off when somebody contacts you. And the other one is when people want money up front for nothing. Now, if you truly have something custom ordered and you can verify it, that's different. They go to the factory. This is custom. It's just for you, no one else. That would require some money upon ordering it, if you can verify it. The other one would be if they truly have to buy materials and they don't have enough to front their own. I would suspect a company. I wouldn't like a company that can't afford to buy stuff. I'd want a company who can front some of that preliminary work before they bill me. But I don't care. I'll pay as I go if something is happening. But just to pay upon signing a contract 50%, I wouldn't do it. Yes, Mark?
Well, I'll tell you the argument I hear from especially landscapers, including one on our referral list. They want 50% down because they're booking that crew to go out there on that particular day. So if you canceled in the last minute or canceled, all of a sudden they're paying this crew and there's no work to be done. So that's one of the arguments.
Right.
But I don't pay people up front. My landscaper, I pay when he's done.
Yeah. Or I don't even mind, Mark, when materials are delivered or they start the work and they want to be paid as they go. And I have JFR Cars right now doing sourcing a car for me, and they're going to facilitate.
What are you looking for? Tell us.
Well,
tell us.
Okay, I'm just going to be straight with everyone.
Don't tell me it's a BMW.
No, I'm bored with the BMW, and I can't tell you why. It's a beautiful car. It rides beautifully. I'm just bored.
It's plain Jane.
I just don't know why. I'm just bored. And here's the deal. Every time I go back to the emergency room for a complication and all that, you've been through it with me. And because Mark's one of the first people I contact are Mark and Sue. And I just thought to myself, you know what? What the hell? As they say, you can't take it with you. and I'm all comfortable with my faith and all that. So I figure I want to live. I want to have fun. So, Mark, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going back to something I had that I've always loved.
G-Wagon.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back to it. And
you going to do the electric or no?
Oh, hell no. That's the worst. Did you know that's the worst bomb in history for new cars? Guess what they're going for? You can get a 2026 or 2025 with little or no miles. Well, little miles, because a lot of people fall for the new one. They advertise the range at something like 231 miles. They say in real life, some people are getting 100 miles of range because of heat or cold and the stop and go and the way it's built. Now, they say the ride is beautiful. The technology is beautiful. They have a motor on each wheel, and it's just a beautiful vehicle. But they say it's heavy and it rides beautiful. You can even make artificial noises with it to make it sound like it's got an engine. But the point is, people are dumping them. They came out around $195,000 retail, MSRP. They are selling some of these, Mark, for $120,000 with hardly any miles on them. Now, that sounds like a great deal, except it's terrible. Mark, you drive a lot, so in an EV. Would 100 miles be terrible? I mean, you tell me from everyday use, like for someone around town, that's 100 miles when fully charged. That's worst case.
My God, I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, no, Tom, but for somebody like me, it's perfect. I just, when I get home, I have it in my garage, I plug it in, I never have to worry about the range.
Yeah, but think about this.
You
couldn't go to the mountains. You couldn't go to the mountains.
It's only, that would probably be about 90% of 100 miles.
Yeah, but to buy a car like that for that use is crazy. The other thing, so people are buying them.
Tell me you're looking at that. Tell me you're looking at the G63.
Not really. No, I don't care about that. That's the higher horsepower.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, they all are. The 63. Now I am looking at I'm looking at a 63 package, but it doesn't have the engine.
You should.
I'm looking at the trim package for the 63. So it has everything a 63 has, but
not the AMG.
That's right, not the AMG motor. It has a turbocharge. But here's the deal. I just want something like that. I like it. I've always loved them. And I loved them before. I loved them before the song, and before everybody thought they were cool. I really did. I loved them when people said, "Ooh, that's an ugly Mercedes." I had one, my first one, maybe 15 years ago. It was a black one, and then I had the white one, and this would be my third one. But I was sorry when I got rid of it. It was too late. I got the Beamer, and I don't even know what to talk about the Beamer. I don't know even what to say. But they're just boring. They're boring to me. And anyway, Connie, what is going on now? You had Deputy Dollar working with you. I want to know what's going on with your ADT. What was your original problem, Connie?
My original problem was that they came out to my house to set up a doorbell camera, and a garage camera. And they came in the house and they gave me a bill. Well, they didn't give me the bill right away. But
was that the one where it was supposed to be $59 a month, and then they withdrew? They took $700. They took $700 out of your account. So what happened?
I put Deputy Bo on this.
Deputy Dollar, it says. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Dollar.
So you got your money back.
Yes, sir. I did get my money back, and I am so thankful for you to do this for me. I am so thankful.
Oh, man, I love it. Now, do you still have the system?
Yes, it's still sitting up here, but I want it out of here. I want them to come get it. They said at first they wasn't going to come get it, so I don't know what they're going to do with it. But it's
Connie, thank you. Connie, thank you very much for letting us know. Yeah.
You know what's funny about that call?
What's funny?
Well, you weren't there. I think that happened. I don't know if it was Monday or Friday, whatever day it was. So right after that call, I exploded on ADT. I could not believe these people would sell this woman on a fixed income, renting a house, barely getting by a $700 doorbell camera. So I started screaming. I got really mad at this one. This dude, Chad, calls up and goes, well, I think if you don't scream and stuff, if things might be better and it's easier to listen to. So what I do when you start screaming, I turn the channel. So I'm hoping he's listening right now to see how effective it is.
Yeah, very cool. Very
Hey,
cool.
before Connie, Connie, if you're still listening, make sure you send them an email asking them to remove the product so they can't come back and say, you never told us and we're
Right.
charging you for keeping the product.
Good idea. Good idea. Okay.
Hey, Tom, one other thing.
Yeah.
You know, you were talking about the things that the biggest problem with a lot of our complaints can be summed up in one word: communication. If the companies would just talk to their customers, a lot of this stuff would go away.
I know it. That is a big deal because people want to know what is going on. And a lot of businesses, they keep putting it off and it gets worse and worse and worse. By the way, Genesis, TotalExteriors.com. They do everything on the outside of your house. If you're sprucing up your house, they can do fire abatement for the new laws. Genesis, TotalExteriors.com.
All right.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver.
Do it.
Station. And Need Human. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we're not doing too badly out here. There's one
Good.
accident to the west side. This is going to be I-70 westbound, in fact, at Denver West. Right lane is blocked, and we are looking at a backup in there for about a mile. So it is jamming as you start up into the foothills. US 6 certainly up Clear Creek Canyon, still have delays in place there. Freeway volume's not too bad. There's some traffic coming in and out of downtown as well as north. I-25 heading up through Thornton, and an off-freeway construction zone, Parker at Quincy, is still tying up the drive through the area. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Where did wokeness come from? This week on Red Pilled America, we tell the story of how an obscure group of German refugees started all of this woke madness and what needs to be done to stop it. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
Hey, you know what's coming up tonight? Check it out at the Imagine Theater in Parker. 100% free movie event, The Baby Boomer Dilemma. If you're in retirement or getting close to retirement and you want to hear about long-term care that's actually accessible, and on top of that, guaranteed income every month, the different annuity products out there, this movie's for you. I want you to check out the trailer and get signed up. In fact, Suzanne and I will be out there 6:45 p.m. tonight. Tickets are complimentary, of course. They're going to have raffles generally. Concessions are included. You'll get to check out the new Imagine Theater in Parker. But go to mymoneymovie.com right now. Go there right now. Get signed up. We look forward to seeing you. You can ask questions, but you're going to enjoy the movie. It's really good. mymoneymovie.com.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
No, you're brilliant.
Hey, I'm going to freak out Friday and go to the drive-in, the 88 drive-in.
Where is that?
It must be at 88th and somewhere. It's about 25 minutes from here.
Is it new?
Up north? No. Old drive-in.
God, I thought they were all gone in this area.
Yeah, I think they are. I think this could be the last one until you get to Buena Vista. They have one. There may be a couple more around. I'd love to know. Sure, some YouTube cats could enlighten me.
Another one of those callers.
Oh, Mark has another I hate you yelling call.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
I love it. It's probably Chad.
Is it Chad is back?
No, it's Marianne.
Oh, Marianne. Oh, you're...
Marianne.
Just have like 55 more genders to go and you hit the whole thing. Upset everyone. But yeah, man, I'm gonna, cause I'm running out of Fridays, boys. I got this one and the next one, and then it's over until next
like
year.
January. Yeah,
Yep.
January. Let's see here. Drive-ins. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still looking. 7 traditional drive-ins in Colorado. 88 drive-in.
Yep.
Commerce City, Holiday Twin, Fort Collins, Mesa Drive in Pueblo,
Jeez.
True View in Delta,
Golly.
Comanche Drive-In in Buena Vista,
Or if you're a little drunk, it's Commando.
Star Drive-In in Montrose, and the Best Western Movie Manor in Monta Vista.
That's the one where you get a hotel room and can watch the movie from bed.
Now I'm going to have to Google that.
That looks like nothing but trouble.
Well, you got to be. You got to be right there. The Best Western Movie Manor. Wow, leave it to Best Western to come up with this idea.
It's brilliant. I mean, I think there's cars parked outside.
Well, you don't have to make out in the back seat, right? Isn't that the whole gig here?
Yeah, and it's nice after making out to have a proper bathroom in
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because of the stuff I've had to deal with after a movie and when I was a younger fellow back in Michigan. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, the stuff we did during the movies.
Rooms look out over the screen. There's in-wall audio. And that's about it. That's what it says about it.
I'm pretty sure there was a girl that took me to a drive-in just to feel her up.
So you open, it's kind of funny. You open your window and your bed looks out a huge window, and the theater, of course, is right in front of the screen. That's wild looking.
Isn't that great? Golly, man, I'd do it right now.
Boy, it's crazy looking. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah, so isn't that crazy? 88's the only one. What do we got to do? Fort Collins is the next closest?
Yeah.
So I'll head up there. It's kind of funny. They have a $10 surcharge if you want to bring your own food. But if they catch you not paying and eating your own food in your car, it's $20.
That's funny.
It even says on the website, if we bust you... Yeah, but they're showing Grease and Spider-Man this Friday.
Boy, now, is there a new Grease, or you're talking Grease?
I'm talking Grease.
That's actually not a bad movie, quite frankly.
It's kind of vile. It's crazy what they get away with in there. Grease Lightning's about masturbating, not the car.
Oh, yeah, of course. MR Vegas says he's been there.
Hey, Tom Martino and Major Marc Mager. We have a lot happening. Let's go to the phones, and Marianne has a comment. Go ahead, Marianne. What's going on?
Hey, hello there.
Hi, what's happening?
A couple of comments.
Yeah.
Number one, congratulations on your trip back to great health. I hope it works out for you. I hope you love your new car.
Thank you very much.
I want to say that I think on the ADT thing, my comment is this. I called in about a year ago. You didn't happen to be there that day, but Mark was.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a really bad experience, and I feel that Mark just jumped to a conclusion.
What was it?
As it worked out, that Shyster never even tried to collect.
What was
it?
Hey, Marianne, this is where we have a conversation. What was it?
It was, I had hired Stainmaster Carpet, is who it was, out of Colorado Springs. And they sent a guy out here, or I guess they did. I don't know if they subcontract them or what, but he came out here. He was here maybe 25 minutes. It was a little house that my kids bought a beautiful place with a mother-in-law, and it had older carpet, but it had never had pets or anything on it. So I wanted it cleaned. This guy, he muscled me, backed me up in the kitchen, and because it was on a Saturday and I didn't have cash. And no one had ever said I had to have cash. I wanted to give him a check, and he just demanded that I go find a way to get cash.
How much cash?
And
how much cash at the time?
It was only $200.
Ah.
But he was in my house for a total of 25 minutes, and he didn't argue that at all. But, I was calling because they're a shyster, or that guy was, and I knew that other people would probably have to deal with him. And he didn't mind backing me up. I'm 68 years old. He backed me up in my kitchen, and, I was fearful for a little bit. But Mark got him on the phone, and they let this guy go on about how I was a crazy old lady and I had carpet that had dog pee all over it and this and that. And then later Mark told the group there that he was with, and I don't think anybody really said anything, but he said, yeah, she's just one of them elderly people that can't be pleased. I repeat, they never did pursue collection, which I didn't. I would have paid him. I would have driven up there and paid him on that Monday, but he just was demanding cash. I'm going to stop there. I called Saul's Automotive this morning. When that happened, I thought I'd never listen again, but I listen every day because I feel good about Tom. And I know Mark does a lot of good, but in that ADT situation, do you really think it was because Mark went off yesterday, or is it because you called and put pressure on him?
Oh, I assure you, it's because it's because she called onto the air. I assure you 100%.
Yeah, you never know.
If she didn't call in, nothing would have happened. I mean, I don't even understand how you can imagine that.
Well, what she asked did it have to do with? Go ahead.
Well,
Mary.
you just said just a moment ago, well, you hope that guy was listening the other day that called in and complained about you going off, because look what it brought about.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you're not really probably giving credit to, who was it, Deputy Doc, that really called him up. And,
first of all, it was Dollar, and of course I give them a lot of credit. Tom and I both give the deputies credit pretty much anytime they do anything. So,
I know,
but once
I know
again,
you do. I know you do.
Mary Ann, once again, it's the fact there's two things about that. One, you know what? I'm pretty authentic. When I get worked up, and quite honestly, you're working me up a little, but I'm being pretty cool right now. But you are working me up a little, and I get mad. I get angry, and I get loud, and that's just who I am. I guess I couldn't even sit back and not get that way. But here's the real funny part about that, and I'm not really talking about you, Mary Ann. I'm talking about that guy, Chad. Who do you guys think I learned this from? Marianne, where do you think and who do you think I listened to growing up where I got this way? I'm just curious.
Mark, I didn't say that I disagreed with your getting worked up. I'm just saying that I don't think just now when you were talking about that, I don't think you credited the guy that called him up. And that is unusual for you guys. So,
yeah, and by the way, I don't remember. I remember pieces of that carpet call. I think there was a little more to it than what you just said. But I am going to say this, and I truthfully mean it. I apologize to you if I came off.
Hello? Did we lose something here?
I think we lost ourselves.
Are we still on, guys? Shannon? Okay, we must be off. I'm going to reconnect. We're reconnecting. Let's see. I'm off. My Wi-Fi is down or something. Tell them I'm off. We just got disconnected somehow. I got to see if we're still streaming even. I might have to reset everything. I'm not sure. Let me just see. No, my Wi-Fi is up. See if we're still on YouTube. Lucy is down. I'm not connecting to Lucy. Lucy disconnected me. Okay. Lucy light went down. Hmm. I don't know. It's just not. It's just Lucy Light's not connecting. It's just not connecting. I don't know what to do. We were just totally knocked off, and everything else. I don't. Are we still on YouTube? Yep. Guys, I don't know what's going on with the radio. I'm not connecting to the. Yeah, it's just not connecting. I'm going to try another access. Let me try another access. Nope.
Okay, so they can hear us on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, but we're just down on this.
Yeah, it's just the connection to the studio.
I've never had this happen before. Let me try access 1. Access 1. Tell them I'm in access 1. Access 1 connected. Access 1 connected.
Tom says Lucy access 1 is now connected. Please confirm question mark.
Access 1 is connected, but there's nothing in there. Okay, he restarted access 5. Okay. Okay, let me get back to that access 5. Nope. No go. Let me try again. Can't get in 5. I imagine Mark's on 4. For some reason, 5's just not lighting up. That's weird. Shannon said you were connected and we can hear you. Okay, I'm going to go connect again. Okay. Can you hear me now? Because if you can, I can't hear any return audio whatsoever. Okay, but I'm not getting a green connection light. I'm just getting so there's nothing coming into me. I'm just showing out, but I'm not getting a green connection light. And I don't know why, so I can't hear the station. Something happened. I think it happened on your end because it was sudden. We were just listening and it was all of a sudden. But right now, Lucy Light is not showing a green connection light. I can get a green connection light on 1. Can you put 1 up on the board? I'm on 5. If you can hear me, that's wonderful, but I cannot hear the station at all. Okay, I'm going to disconnect 5 because I'm not hearing anything. I know that you have me. It's weird. There is no green connection light. Again, okay, I'm disconnecting. I don't know what to do. It's just not.
Just restart over the equipment.
I hesitate to do that because everything is working. Everything is up and running. YouTube is up and running. So If they can hear me on YouTube, what I don't understand is why Lucy stopped working all of a sudden. That's essentially what happened. Let me call Shannon. So they can hear me crystal clear. So broadband, everything's working. Something happened on their end on Lucy because it's the only thing not working. So it had to be their end, and it had to be Lucy. It had to be. There's just no other way because everything else is working.
Hello, hello. Do we hear you?
Hold on, here I am.
I am not
Okay, got it.
feeding the station yet because I have to go get it off of 760.
Right. Okay, good. I'll stay on here. I'm going to stay on one. It doesn't give a green connection light.
Which is the craziest thing. Because I went on and reset 5 several times. Right here. I have 1 minute, right? I think we can use access one for it. But you blocked off for the test on what? For college. So also starting with, well, what happened to 5? Well, 5 spots. So yes, still 5. Yeah, exactly. Well, not enough time. Should I not post one on the board here? Okay.
Testing 1, 2.
I still got you, man. I got to walk next door and do that. I'm going to hang up on you.
Okay, bye.
But I can still hear you.
I wonder if they know what happened to 5.
I don't know what happened to 5. Somebody was trying to connect to it, and it caused some sort of odd problem that I've never seen before.
Yeah,
Never.
okay. So somebody was trying to
Yep.
He's going to have to feed the station back on this one, and then this is what we'll. But it was right in the middle of what Mark was saying. We were just suddenly dead. I thought it was Mark, but then.
You know what?
Okay.
Tom.
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, good.
I don't know what happened. It just went dead on 5.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was that Marianne lady that called.
I saw 5 was on the KOA board, and so I just turned it on to try and listen to Rob. That's bad. And I was like, oh wait, no. Then it started.
And it's not your fault at all.
Then it started flashing. It wasn't already flashing.
No.
It started flashing after I turned it on.
And it has happened here before that.
YouTube, is audio back?
Yeah,
is
it
it
should
back?
be.
Back?
It should
back?
be.
So
yes.
I was like, wait, no. He's like, well, we really need to get this.
There's going to be on 1. There's a tiny bit more delay than on 5. I had 5 set at a different protocol.
You're the protocol, Tom.
No, I had 5 set at G.22, and this one is set on another one. Can I, if I get out and reset it, will it screw it up?
We don't care about a millisecond here.
Okay, that's okay. Then I'll stay right here.
And besides, I said you are the protocol, not protocol.
So I'm wondering what happened. Like, oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. It just happened. All right.
No, we've already stated that.
Okay, good.
Tom, I got a mistress pregnant.
As you do.
We didn't ask a lot of questions after, like
Yes.
how and why and what.
Our news department was looking for a place to test some things, and they dialed in.
Oh.
But that's not the whole explanation in that it looks like...
Hey, Chef, how loud? Am I way louder than everybody?
No.
I mean, I'm naturally loud.
No,
I'm talking
Tom's
on
much
YouTube.
louder than you. Shut up.
No, I'm louder.
So
I'm louder.
Louder is prouder and louder is writer.
Yeah, writer. That's what it is.
Yeah, shut up, Shannon. Shannon, go find a buffet somewhere and hang your head in.
Correct. Like I said, Rob said I didn't get access. I look at the board. I see 5 was on the board, not on. So I was like, all right, perfect. Take 5.
That's the reason Dimitri's wrong so much is he's not loud. Hi, I'm Dimitri. I'm talking in my angry voice right now. Mark picks on me all the time, and I'm just getting so fed up with it. Oh.
That's amazing. He sounds just like me.
It'll have to be reset.
It's almost like listening in the mirror.
It's eerie.
Yeah, I'm your inside voice, Dimitri. From now on, every time you think, you'll hear this. I now control your thoughts. I am your conscience. I am you.
Mark is finally having that big one that we've been waiting
that's
for.
the big breakdown.
Yeah, that's the we're all wondering when it's going to come.
It's finally here. I'm telling you, it's a testosterone. I'm going to fucking retire from this and start doing stand-up comedy.
Oh, God. Don't retire yet, then.
I'll just drag Tom around with me. That'll be my act. I'll have Tom on one side and Dimitri on the other. And that's it. That's the whole act. Oh, shit. Yeah, Tim, I am. I'm high as shit on testosterone. It's fucked up.
The test.
I kind of remember it from years ago, too.
I'm glad it's working for you.
Well, Mark, you've been on it the whole time, haven't you?
No, he hasn't.
No,
I was off of it for probably, when I got on those GLP-1s a year and a half, 2 years ago, I got off testosterone.
I didn't know
I'm
that.
also not a huge movie
Well, that
guy.
explains
I've
a
seen
few
the most amount
things.
of movies this year.
I'm going to put up a poll now to see if I sound exactly like Dimitri. Now, people, don't lie on the poll. Be honest. Does Mark do a perfect Dimitri impression? Here comes the impression right now. Hi, I'm Dimitri, and I'm always right.
So, during that time Mark was off testosterone, he started hoarding cats and shoes.
Okay, now listen, YouTubers, be honest. I want to know if that's what Dimitri sounds like to you.
Mark really cracks himself up.
I do.
He should be a stand-up comedian in his own house.
I am.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
See, I'm not going down that. I feel like I'd fall into a trap.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, just ask Suzanne.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered oh shit, I took it downstairs. I was wondering where I put my Broncos press pass. Huh?
Almost 100% agree it's a perfect impression. Come on, people, be honest, though. I mean, you know it's good. Here, I'll do it again. Hi, I'm Dimitri, and this is my angry voice.
You know, I don't actually have an angry voice.
Dimitri, you got to give time for Mark to do his impression. Come on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to start.
That was classic, Dragon.
You're welcome.
You couldn't tell the difference. That was actually me, Dragon.
That was you?
That was me.
I thought Dee was talking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, is this Frank?
Yeah, no. I'm glad that we're still on. I mean, they told me that already. All right. Thanks, bro. Bye.
Mark always comes up with straw man arguments that are scary. Now, was that Dimitri or was that me?
You know, if there's a better time, I can call you back.
You know what I love about our YouTube audience? They're very, how do you put it? Honest. Honest is the way to put it.
Mm-hmm. And always correct, too.
Correct and honest.
You would just talk to them like a normal phone call. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. And I just want to make sure you're good. You know this is going to be on the show, the radio show.
Ooh, I wonder who that is.
I wonder if it's Saul's. Are we done with Saul's Automotive?
You called the show this morning?
I hope not.
No, we're not done until we get a reaction.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino and Major Marc Mager.
Hello, welcome to the show. We had a little technical difficulty if you were listening to the last of the last hour, but we're here back with you. So give us a call at 303-713-TALK. That's the iHeart line. Or 303-MARTINO. You can call 24/7. 303-627-8466. Remember, if you want whole house water conditioning, that's just like $1,800. It's a never before heard of price. It's thousands and thousands cheaper than most plumbers. Waterpros.net. Drinking water, too. Reverse osmosis, just $1,800, a tankless reverse osmosis system. Again, you will never get these systems better or cheaper. Waterpros.net. And okay, so whatever happened. And we're asking you to call in if you have a problem, question, complaint. We're talking about a number of things. And I want to recap that we've had a number of complaints and no response from Saul's Auto Tech off Arapahoe Road on, I believe, Peakview. And we asked people to do an on-air review. What does that mean? This is it's a live review. You tell them, look, I know you care about your reviews. I'd like to give you a live review right now. I heard you on the Tom Martino show, and what's going on is not cool. They've had a guy's Cadillac for 2 years. They were doing work for 2 years. They won't tell him where it is for 2 years, and he's paid a lot of money so far, like $25,000.
That's almost theft.
Yeah, that's crazy. 2 years, and they won't tell him where it is. So that's Saul's Auto Tech. And then we had another issue with them as well. And Bo,
they told Deputy Bo and the customer, more importantly, they were going to get a check the very next day. This about 2 weeks ago, Tom, for $2,000 and nothing yet. Crickets.
Nothing. So Saul's Auto Tech is at 303-919-7769. This show does work. When people call, we get help. Now, we can't help in each and every case, but we certainly try. And we do get a lot of reaction. Now, interesting, this is what's really interesting. Overall, in the country, there's a reduction of drinking overall, but
it's because they're smoking pot.
But in Colorado, there is an increase. It ranks one of the highest states for impaired driving between ages 15 and 21.
Is it does impaired mean alcohol, or does that mean dope too?
Okay, you know what? That's a good question, because I assumed it was alcohol, but it could be that it could, let's see, I mean, I guess it could be impaired otherwise as well. But when I looked at it, it says here, Colorado recorded it says impaired, Mark, so I guess you're right. It doesn't differentiate between alcohol. It says impaired drivers. So Colorado ranks third in the country for impaired drivers. Oh, and I was wrong. The age 16 through 19 involved in fatal crashes. They recorded 94 of these drivers from 20 to 24, which is a rate of 30.61 per 100,000 teens. And what they did was went through fatal crash records of all 50 states. And they came up with findings. So there were 94 impaired drivers, 16 through 19. And then that's 30.6 out of 100,000, the third highest nationwide. 10% higher than Wyoming, by the way, and our neighbor. And then the highest state for impaired.
Well, going back to Colorado, hold on. Yeah. With Colorado, do you think a lot of that has to do with the administration and kind of the leftist views and letting everybody out of jail and just barely slaps on the wrist? Or why do you think Colorado, where we live, is so high?
I think you hit it on the head when you said marijuana, because people smoke a lot in Colorado. I think a lot of young drivers are probably smoking. At first, I thought it was alcohol, but it says impaired, which includes all substances. You know, it includes medicines. It includes alcohol, and marijuana. So the number one, though, this is what's weird. In the entire country, number one is Montana. Number one, maybe because they're so bored up there. I don't know. Ages 16 through 19 per 100,000 drivers. Montana is number one. Number two is Vermont. So a lot of these states are sparsely populated. Now, 3 is Colorado, and then 4 is Wyoming, and Alaska is 5. Then it's Delaware, Idaho, Nevada, South Carolina, and Kentucky. So I don't even see a connection. Then I don't see a political connection. Do you?
What's the safest?
It doesn't really say, actually. That's a good one. Let's see. Now I got to see who is lowest on the list. You know, Kentucky's number 10, but it doesn't go beyond 10 on this study. But I'm going to ask that question. The bottom line is that the drinking, though, however, the drinking in general is down among all adults in this country. And
that is because of dope, big time. I've read a ton of articles on that.
Not only that, but Tom, not only is the dope displacing alcohol, but GLP-1 type drugs reduce all cravings of all kinds. So it affects.
Good point, D.
It affects not only food, but smoking cravings and drinking
That's
cravings.
What this one article says, that GLP-1s, I did not know that GLP-1s can reduce cravings
all
for alcohol.
Cravings, yeah. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's truly a miracle drug.
And stores, by the way, American drinking habits are affecting buying habits, obviously, and stores are saying sales are down. The volume of all alcohol is 5%. That's a huge amount, by the way, they say. Beer is 6%. Wine is down 6%, spirits 4%. Canned cocktails are down 1%. And then non-alcoholic beer is up, and spirits that have no alcohol are up. I guess they have a lot of fake drinks now. So people are not just switching, they're just getting out of alcohol altogether. Gallup provides another striking thing. In 2025, listen, now I find this hard to believe, but this is according to Gallup 2025 survey. 54% of American adults said they drink alcohol. Only 54%. So that leaves, it's more than half, but it's the lowest level of alcohol consumption in general in 90 years. In 90 years that they've been asking this question, only 54% say that they drink alcohol. Gallup also found that people that do drink, even those who do drink less often. So there's all kinds of trend busting going on. First of all, kids are getting more impaired, probably from dope. Adults are getting less impaired from alcohol. It doesn't talk about dope, it talks about alcohol. And 54% of Americans say they drink. The others do not drink at all. And the ones that do drink say they drink less than they've ever drank before. And sales data, of course, follows that trend big time. So there is a big impact on the liquor industry, and they don't know where it's going. So why are people drinking less? A lot of people say because of the health message surrounding alcohol. Mark had mentioned marijuana. It could be. It could be that people say, look, marijuana is healthier. Marijuana, I don't even think, and again, I don't have a lot of experience with marijuana. When I was younger, I did, and I tried it several years ago, and I hated it. I don't think it's anywhere close to having a sip of wine or having a little wine buzz. I don't think they're similar.
No, they're not a substitute for each other.
I don't think they are.
Unless the person who's consuming it, his or her goal is just to kind of, dull the senses, get kind of high or drunk or buzzed.
So the health message seems to be getting through to people. And recently, it said that alcohol in any kind of volume is a carcinogen.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol in general is a carcinogen. No matter what, it does increase the odds of cancer. And it has a connection to 7 specific cancers, which I didn't know. There's 7 specific ones: breast, colorectal, esophageal, liver, mouth, and throat. When that statistic came out, 53% of Americans changed their belief that a little liquor was good. And they say now 53% believe no amount of liquor is acceptable. There are some people who are practicing moderation. Others are giving it up completely. Anyway, the other one is alcohol's expensive. Some people say at restaurants, right now you can spend as much as 18 to 21 bucks for a martini.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Easily.
Mm-hmm. $18 to $21 for a martini.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap.
And that's like mid-range places. I mean, there's drinks like at Shanahan's and other places that are easily $50.
What?
I think Mark is probably referring to
come at it. Well,
very high
you've
end.
Never had like a good top shelf whiskey or a bourbon?
Wow. No, but I believe you. The cheapest, but they say that the glass of wine starts at $16 nowadays. And goes up from there.
Cheap stuff.
So what they're saying is it can add several $100s to a dinner tab when you think about the cost of liquor. Anyway,
man, you used to tell me, I'll share something you told me years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody you used to know closely would have her brothers and sisters and all of her family out, and you guys would go downtown for dinner.
Yeah.
And just the alcohol bill would be like $1,000.
I know.
But my favorite part of that story was not one time out of 100 did anybody even give, "Oh, hold on, I'll pay, Tom."
Yeah, or let me help out with that. I know. Sucks. Anyway, so a lot of people are rejecting, and then this is in the article, GLP-1 is having a major effect on all kinds of drugs and food, and so I didn't realize that. I wonder if they have ever tried GLP-1s with opiates, like to getting off.
So
of
you know
opiates.
something.
Yeah,
talking about GLP-1s, something I learned from Kimberly last week. I went in about, I don't know, a week ago, got my testosterone, and we revisited GLP-1s in a small dose. But I'll tell you something I learned, and it's quite amazing. Even if you don't have to lose weight, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, it does certain things in the gut that produce those peptides, or they are peptides that produce, I'm sorry, I'm getting the language a little, I'm killing it right here.
All right.
But there is so many more effects than just weight loss. And like Dimitri said, you might drink less, other habits can be broken, but there is so many biological reasons why it is so good. It's good for your heart. It's good for other things.
Yeah.
And now that you have a place like Cunningham Clinic for $169 a month, you get the testosterone, you get the GLP-1s, you get everything. There's nothing like it out there.
Nothing. Hey, Phil has a comment on drinking. Go ahead, Phil. What's your comment? And I have to take a break. Go ahead, Phil.
I haven't talked to you for quite a while. I've been really sick for the last year.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm recovering.
You sound familiar, sir. What's happening?
And so I'm just letting you know I'm still alive.
Good.
The worst habit out there, Tom, I used to be a drinker back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. But I quit that because my wife said that if I didn't quit drinking, she'd leave me. So I quit drinking. But the hardest thing to quit on a habit, and that's cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I'll give him that.
Mm-hmm.
Phil,
Yeah.
it took me 10 years to quit smoking. 10 years on the gum and the nicotine and the patches. 10 years.
Yeah.
I'll be 89 years old here, and I started when I was 13 years old smoking a pack a day. And I'm still smoking, but I've tried everything, acupuncture, Chantix, all this other stuff.
Thank goodness.
And it just seems like you go right back to the cigarettes
Phil,
again.
thank goodness, though, you didn't get lung cancer. I have to take this break. We have more coming right up.
The Tree Farms 50-cent tree sale starts Thursday, August 20th. It's our biggest sale of the year with thousands of carry-out size trees that are easy to handle and easy to plant. Buy the first tree at regular price and get a second tree for only 50 cents. Choose from thousands of shade trees, flowering trees, fruit trees, evergreen trees, ornamental trees, and more. The Tree Farms 50-cent tree sale starts Thursday, August 20th.
I-25 to exit 235, then 5 miles west to the Tree Farm.
So now we have two messages, Mark and I, on real estate related stuff. Frank Duran, the real estate man, then he'll tell you about loans. Frank Duran is one of the best real estate people you'll ever find, whether you're buying or selling real estate. First and foremost, he doesn't hold you to a long-term contract. He doesn't believe in that. He wants you to want him every day, and he has to earn your trust every day. He also does outbound marketing on all of his listings. He doesn't just wait for someone else to sell it, and he prices it to get multiple offers. If you're looking to buy, they have a selection of properties you can find. He's a negotiation expert and getting you the best prices. No matter what end of the transaction you're on, you want Frank Duran, the real estate man, with you. 303-920-1622.
Men, erectile dysfunction can affect much more than just your sex.
Man. What? 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 What?
Oh my.
What? Who the hell is that?
That's you.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It really is?
All of them. I don't know why, but I absolutely love the way you say what.
I didn't know that.
What? It's amazing.
What? 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 What?
Oh, that's a good one.
What? What? What?
What?
What? Twat?
Huh? Hey, would you rather me play these, or would you rather a shower dick?
No. When I'm showering.
This one's always a good one, too.
And I misunderstood what I was saying. What?
Did you get Phil's info?
No, he hung up before I could get it.
Ah, shit. I'm going to say something on air. He used to call in every few days.
Right.
Like Drew?
Yep.
God, whatever happened to
I
Drew?
thought he died. No, Drew never called in that much. I'll tell you what I like about Drew is he loved me and my attorney. I bet Drew's dead.
You think so?
I think so.
Your lawyer friend seems as stupid as you are, Mark.
That was a great quote. I wasn't urinating. What did he say, Dragon? He wasn't
incontinent.
urinating. He was something.
He wasn't urinating, he was incontinent.
I was incontinent with my dick out next to the Walmart.
She was a big minority woman.
Oh, that was a great one.
This is sad. This lady emailed.
Was it Deputy Dollar that had to call up Home Depot and ask for the big minority
Yeah,
woman?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I can't go number 2 anymore.
And then they had their tailgate down, so I ran into it, so I sued them.
And won.
And won. I like... He had the GoFundMe, and someone gave him $50, and then Tom went off on him, and the guy took his $50 back.
This is not a blow and go.
That's what Tom said to Dimitri during the break.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true, Sherry. Drew will live on through Dragon.
Yeah, I can't go number 2 anymore.
Hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hello. Tom Martino here with Major Marc Mager. We're doing a show about you. So if you have a problem, question, or
Hey,
complaint,
real quick.
give us a call. Yes, sir.
Real quick, Phil, he just called in. Call back. I want your current information. Call back in and talk to Axe.
Now, why
Phil,
is that,
that's
Mark?
for you.
Why is that?
Well, he used to call us every couple days.
Right.
And all of a sudden he disappeared for a year. I'd like to talk to him off air, see how he's doing, what's going on. That's all.
Good. And we want to talk to Chris, who has a question about steel building, specifically Mark's steel building, an RV garage. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good, man. What's happening?
Oh, not too much. I got 3 things to tell you or ask about. I'll try to make it quick. I realize I'm not the only caller, but Mark has talked about his steel building that he parks his big Class A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this a company where they can make a home out of these too, or no?
Yeah.
Oh, they can do barn dominiums. They can do anything you can imagine. They can design. There's some homes. I'll tell you something. You want to see some cool ones. I don't have exact addresses. But if you're in Denver metro area, if you drive that back road from like Franktown to Parker and just look to your left or to the east the whole way, there is some kick-ass barn dominiums or RV garages with full-blown homes. You know who has one, Tom?
Who?
Scott, the excavator.
Oh, yeah, that's
built
right.
a beautiful barn dominium.
You're right. He does have that, and he put that up years ago. Yeah, they're really cool. Chris,
It's a great way to go, too.
Yeah, Chris, you've seen churches made out of them, right? And then they finish them inside, so you can easily do a home.
Oh, my God, yes, you can. I just call up, and Chris, after you get a price from them, then drop the name of the show, and you'll get a little more of a discount. Now, it's not massive, but, when you're talking a big project like that, it is kind of massive.
Yeah, and
my wife and I we're basically, we're on the border of Centennial and Aurora. We'd like to get out of the city, but everything in the mountains is obviously out of our reach. So,
yeah, there's
one
some.
of those barns, we've thought about those.
Yeah, they're cool as hell, man. Cool as hell.
Yeah, and these are good people.
And then secondly,
go ahead.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I just wanted to say, okay, what was the name of that outfit, Mark?
GreatWesternBuildings.com. GreatWesternBuildings.com. Eric's the man. Okay. He runs it. And like we always say in the commercials, literally, the factory is right here in Colorado. They employ almost 200 people in Colorado. They ship all over the world. 100% American steel. Lifetime on the structure for the warranty. And 50 years on the finish. When I say mine looks like brand new, it rained like hell here last night. Mine looks brand new right now. It rained and it looks brand new. The little bit of dirt that was on there goes away with the rain and it looks like they put it up yesterday. 50 years on that finish.
Holy cow. Okay. Good to know.
Good people.
Tell Suze thank you. I got her email about coming in and being a common man. I just got to figure out what day I can
we're going to start
do
doing that again. We're going to start doing that again. We like that.
Wait. Is this Dave H?
No,
my name's Chris.
This is Chris. Oh. So, Chris, if you want to be a common man someday, let us know. Now, you had a second issue. What did you mention it already?
Oh, it wasn't an issue. You at one time, Tom, you worked for Channel 4, correct?
Right. That's right. For 22 years.
Okay.
And Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, for 12 years.
Probably about 2 weeks ago, my wife and I were at Lowe's in the nursery picking up trees, and we ran into Mike Silva.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was the helicopter pilot.
And that guy does not age. He's like you.
No, I know. He does not age. No, you're right. He takes good care of himself. Oh. And I don't know what he's doing these days, though. But, he was a really good helicopter pilot, military trained, to stop that.
He was working at the place that Rich Westra owned for a while, Cam or something, but
right.
I think he's retired now.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll be in touch.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
GreatWesternBuildings.com.
Okay. Now, Troy, you have a comment on the flock cameras and what they're used for and the anti-flock movement, maybe. What is your comment?
Am I on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the tone. Hey, I'm not sure why people are all freaked out about the flock cameras. The Ring cameras have been around for years, and they're collecting all kinds of data.
Yeah.
So if anything happens in your neighborhood, the Ring cameras are there. And your
Yep.
cell phone is ratting you out every second of the day. Even Dee's phone, you know, the flip phone that Dee has that's tied with, shoestrings and tin cans.
The jitterbug.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of alcohol, I was just in Costco, and man, the bourbon selection in Costco, the Kirkland brand bourbon, all the distilleries in Kentucky and Tennessee are just dumping bourbon, and Costco has all kinds of really cool bourbons in generic bottles.
Yeah, they move a lot of stuff. Once a year, they have that generic labeled, whatever they call it, scotch around Christmas. And my understanding is that bottle there's like $60, $70, but whoever actually makes it gets like $200-$300 for it.
Yeah, it's in there now. They've got 15-year, and I think they got some 18-year. So just check out your Costco. Man, they're just dumping. And I think it is because of the GLP-1s.
Thank you,
Tom,
Troy.
you said you didn't, Tom, real quick. You didn't enjoy, you don't enjoy marijuana, but when you were going through chemo, did you try the gummies?
You know what? Sue's got me some. What did you guys get me that time? And it helped me. Yes, it did. They got me some gummies for something because I was getting really sick for a while. My appetite was bad. And I did, but they were the low. You guys they got the lowest THC.
They were,
and they were CBD primarily, right?
Yeah.
They were CBD with a little THC.
A little
that
kick.
was what it was.
Yeah. So I think that would be the route to go. You know, I cannot smell the smell of marijuana. It's like, we were doing some ditchweed in high school. But just to take the edge off. I can't do it right now with the job I have. But just take the edge off.
Yeah, you're right though. That I had like tiny bit of THC along with CBD, and it really, really helped during chemo. Thank you, Troy. We got to take a break. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
All right, not doing too badly on the roadways. I-25 through downtown's been pretty busy. We had one crash up near Colfax northbound. It is clear. It backed up to Broadway, and then southbound from I-70 coming through is also pretty sluggish, a little slow and go to deal with. Eastbound 70 from Havana out through 225, got a little bit of volume. 270's crowded out of Commerce City. North end I-25 kind of bunched up basically around 84th Avenue. But no major delays. Currently, we're looking at a good drive down to and from the Tech Center. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the 47 Morning Update podcast.
If you want to know what President Trump is doing before everybody else, then start your day with the 47 Morning Update, the #1 Trump podcast in America. Big stories, breaking news every morning. Download the 47 Morning Update now.
Beep, beep, beep. Breaking news. There is a free, and I mean it, free movie event tonight. I want you to join us. In fact, Suzanne and I are going to be out there. It's in Parker at the Imagine Theater. That's the old AMC. And man, did they do a great job redoing it. I heard the chairs even have massagers in them, and there's some love seats and other things. But the movie tonight is going to be the baby boomer dilemma. If you are even close to retirement, thinking of retirement, or in retirement, and you want to hear scholars talk about not only Social Security, including the father of Social Security, but 401ks and annuities and long-term care and everything else that goes along with a safe retirement and the Social Security system. You're going to want to see it. And it's a good movie. In fact, you can watch the trailer and sign up right now at mymoneymovie.com. It's tonight, 6:45. Get signed up right now. We're going to have free concessions, some raffle prizes, and of course, tickets are free. Go to mymoneymovie.com. We look forward to seeing you tonight, 6:45 in Parker, mymoneymovie.com. I'll tell you what Flock should do is give people free cameras to install on their cars.
Oh, that's funny. That's a great idea. You know what? That would be something else.
I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, they're pretty cheap technology now if your car is, not an '08 Lincoln. I don't think your car's got Wi-Fi built in there, Dimitri.
It does not, and God willing, it never will.
But we can add it.
No, we cannot.
Okay, you know what I am buying here real soon?
What's that?
Google glasses.
Oh, yeah? I had the Apple ones.
How old? What version?
It was the newest one, the 3400 or some, whatever it was. I gave them as a gift, but I used them for a little while.
So the new one coming out is in partnership with Google and a company called Warby Parker. And they'll do the lenses. They're going to offer all the lenses I can buy at my normal place. And the new ones are really cool, man. And I want them for Europe, so everything is translated on the fly. And they have X-ray vision.
Well, it's about time. They've been working on those in the back of magazines forever.
I know, finally a real pair.
What's a good number Mark can reach you at, Phil?
Oh, good. Phil called.
What's a good number, Phil?
Yeah, you YouTubers, man, if you've been thinking GLP-1s, if you've been thinking about testosterone, that goes for you females too. Listen, I am telling you, you got to call Kimberly. Simple as that. The Cunningham Clinic, I don't have her website here, but it's probably cunninghamclinic.com. $169 for women each month. $169. That includes everything. When is she in again? Do you know, Dimitri?
Yeah, Wednesday. Next week? Is it Wednesday or Tuesday?
Excellent.
Let me check my calendar real quick. So, Kimberly and I are driving into the studio Wednesday morning.
Awesome. That damn testosterone, I feel like I'm on cocaine.
Have you noticed the sleep benefits of that yet? Like you fall asleep earlier in the day and you sleep really well?
For me, goes last night, if I look at my whoop, it's about kind of my average. I have really great nights, not so great nights, but last night we had a storm that must have lasted an hour. Our dog was up in our bed shaking. It was so loud.
Whoa, what kind of storm was it?
Thunderstorm, lightning, nonstop for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for my Excel Roofing hail-proof roof. And you can get one too at excelroofing.com.
Did you have hail?
Oh, man, we had it all. It was crazy, man. An hour straight. That was real, maybe even longer. Lightning for legitimately an hour plus with thunder. Crazy.
So what's going on in your life? Give us a call at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. God, we have talked about so many things, and a lot of people are talking about the flock cam. I'm getting some text on it as to what they're used for. People have all kinds of theories. They even think that maybe car manufacturers might use it to see what's out there and what the competition is, what the driving habits are, whatever.
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to prevent people from doing this.
I think they should give them away for free. Flock. It's going to do nothing but benefit their pool of information. And, you go up they team up with Walmart or Goodyear or somebody. You drive in, bam, they install the camera. Now you have it. You're part of the system. You're part of solving the problem.
My goodness. Does Dimitri, you're almost at total odds with Mark. He seems to embrace all the information gathering, and you seem to be anti-information gathering.
Yeah, well, I have a good reason for it, because there's so much potential for misuse of this information. And I mean, that concerns me. So.
But do you feel that it does have some good uses too?
Oh, of course. I mean, flock cameras and the like have been used with great success to solve crimes, literally to bring people to justice.
So somebody texted me and they were pissed off that they thought they got a 40% off deal. And they said somebody else they had talked to had purchased it for the same price. And it was before the sale. And that brought up the topic of regular pricing. What is a regular price? There are actually some states that have laws that define a regular price or original price. 17 states have specific laws that say you have to have a price in effect and actually sell the product for a certain number of days. In many of the states have a 90-day, others have more. Others say that the price must be the preceding 90 days and then offered at least 28 of the preceding days. You had to have made sales. Massachusetts and Wisconsin recognize different versions. Colorado has no such law.
Tom, Colorado has something very similar to this in the Colorado Consumer Protection Act.
That's exactly right.
Oh, you're about to get to it.
No, go ahead.
Oh, so when I read that act a couple of times, it actually specifically talks about, do you remember back in the old days, there was always some chain of stores that was constantly going out of business year after year?
That's right. That's right.
That is specifically prohibited.
Liquidation sales.
Yeah, they're constantly going out of business, but they never actually go out of business.
Or moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
is that what you're...
What this says is Colorado has a Consumer Protection Act, which covers so many things under what they call deceptive trade practices.
Oh, hundreds of things.
So what they say is deceptive trade practices can be anything you can prove in court, basically. They're not necessarily defined.
Well, no, they're actually all defined, but there are hundreds of them.
Yeah. But I mean, you can have some that aren't defined because they fall into it, but they're not necessarily named. Regular pricing is not defined, but you can bring an action with the Consumer Protection Act if you feel it's deceptive. Yeah.
Right. And, and as part of my own adventures in court, spam to your cell phone is actually it's defined as a deceptive practice in the Colorado Consumer Protection Act. And a lot of the violations of the Colorado Consumer Protection Act actually provide for treble damages and a one-way shift of attorney fees.
And the Federal Trade Commission really doesn't like things like up to 50% off because it has to be how many were up to 50%? Because 20% is up to, it's on its way up to. And so what they're saying is the highest discount you're going to get is 50%. But does anyone ever get 50%? So up to 50% could be 5%, because that's between 0 and 50%. And so they say that could be a very deceptive trade practice. Colorado doesn't have any statutory formula for saying what the regular price is, but again, it could fall under the deceptive trade practice. They had a lawsuit in Colorado, actually, years and years ago about a regular price. I got to take this break. We can talk about it. May DNF was sued. And it was sued for this very thing. And so we do have some court precedent. 303-713-8255.
Now, Impact Traffic.
After a busy morning, pretty calm throughout the Denver metro. Stepping towards the 1 o'clock I-25 north and southbound.
Something sad right here, Tom. Axe has no idea what May DNF is.
6th Avenue eastbound, we've got some stop and go on the off-ramp to I-25 southbound. Slow traffic starts back at...
Now he's getting all paranoid. He's like, what is it? What are you guys not telling me? You guys aren't telling me something. What is it?
And Pena Boulevard on I-70 eastbound. No complaints westbound I-70 into the foothills. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by the 47 Morning Update podcast.
If you want to know what President Trump is doing before every...
I thought it was... Yeah, Garth sounds about right.
Morning Update, the #1 Trump podcast in America. Big stories, breaking news every morning. Download the 47 Morning Update now.
DiscountBath.com. The name says it all. If you want a bath at a discount, you go to Discount Bath, including their beautiful walk-in custom showers at $9,888 fully installed, or you can do the whole bathroom. They are so confident in their discounts in doing your bathroom. They'll do all the preliminary work on spec. They're not going to charge you. Yeah, they'll walk the project, talk the project, spec the project, price the project, and then you make your decision. And they think you'll go with them, so they don't charge. They don't hold you under any obligation to start investigating. So if you're looking for a beautiful bath, look no further than DiscountBath.com first. They'll do the entire project at a discount, all levels of trim, whether it's a fix and flip, a dream home, or a rental. 720-979-2322. In this day and age where you can't trust contractors, you can trust DiscountBath.com. And speaking of contractors, how about Gravina's in business 65 years? And this is someone who, not someone, but the entire company knows its stuff. They even trademarked the name Gravina's because of how much it means. Started by Granddad, now run by the grandson, Nick. It's on 950 West Evans, 50 lines of windows, multiple lines of siding and doors. They can beautify your home, low maintenance and energy efficient products. Check them out for great value and great heritage. 303 Gravina, 303 Gravina, or gravinas.com.
You're very nervous about it. I'm nervous. What is it again? How do you say it? May D N F. Well, it's more of an N. May D N F. May D N F.
Dragon, do you remember what D and F stood for?
I was just thinking that. I don't know if I do remember.
You want me to tell you?
Go for it.
Daniels and Fisher. So the three guys were named May, Daniels, and Fisher.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And the DNF tower still stands on 16th Street Mall right next to the Tabor Center.
Of course, if we just tell Axe what it is, he probably doesn't even know what that kind of establishment is anyway.
You mean a department store?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Sad.
do department stores even exist anymore?
Yeah, look at all the malls. I mean, Cherry Creek Mall
Yeah,
is
they're
still packed.
dying?
Nordstrom.
Is it?
No, look, I mean, I've had to visit both Cherry Creek Mall and Park Meadows. And I did it during business hours on a weekday, both, thinking that's when it will be less crowded. They were both packed. Like I had to park far away from the door. Yeah, I had to park far away from the entrance and squeeze into between a couple of cars. And there were tons of people, like in the old days. It looks like Southwest Plaza looked in the 80s.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I was really surprised. And hardly anything is on sale.
Tom, wait till I send you the deed, the note, the personal guarantee, the package summary. Holy shit.
Good stuff.
It's fucking unbelievable, man. I am so glad I decided to dive in and learn this shit.
Your guys' old apartment store?
Sure, yeah. I'd say like Sears, but yeah, you wouldn't even know Sears.
I've heard of Sears and I've seen it.
You can't believe the different usury laws, too, in different states.
Washer dryers. And
that's what Sears is?
Yeah, and clothes. You get some clothes.
Never would have guessed it.
Get yourself a vacuum, frying pans.
It's kind of, is it just like a thrift store?
No, but it was all name brand.
Oh, really?
Stuff. Yeah.
Oh. And they're out of business?
Yep.
How so?
I don't think
Voices heard.
You can be the voice.
An army of one. Speak up.
With our voices.
This is Denver's talk station.
Speak for yourself, man.
630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here with Major Marc Mager. Jason on the phone now. Let's talk to Jason. What is on your mind, Jason? Go ahead.
Hey, Tom and Mark. I've got a rental house that a tenant recently moved out of and caused some pretty significant damage to the house. And I'm wondering, like, what some of the rules and stuff are about, A, keeping her deposit, and B, maybe taking her to small claims court. Not that I expect to get anything out of it from her, but, you know, I'd like to make her life difficult a little while in small claims for the damage she caused me.
Well, how much of a deposit do you have?
I think around $2,800.
How much is the damage?
And how much damage?
Well, let me say her dog scratched up 5 different kitchen cabinet doors, a couple of cabinet side panels, probably 5 or 6 cabinet drawer faces. The same thing in the powder bath cabinet. Her dog dug 3 holes in the carpet.
Have you had it? Have you had it priced out? Have you had the damages priced out?
And are you sure that was a dog, not a badger?
It looks like a badger, and I'm working on prices. I mean, the dog damaged the main floor, flooring as well. You know, some kind of engineered hardwood, and yeah, I mean,
well,
here's
what I mean. It's pretty logical. It's pretty logical. You have to let her know within 30 days, unless the lease allows 60 days, never beyond 60. So it's either 30 or 60 days. You have to let her know that you are keeping the deposit and why, and you have to give a list of the damages and the prices. If there is a balance due, you have to request that balance due as well. And if you don't get the balance due, that is a whole separate issue. You do get to collect the deposit and you get to go to small claims court as well, or regular court if you want to. The chances, other than the deposit, the chances of getting it from her, it depends. If she has a real job, can you garnish wages and all of the above? So you can.
And that timeline that Tom said, That 30 days, unless if it's 60 in your lease, is a big deal. If you go past 30 days, you can't keep it.
Yeah, or 60 according to your lease. So make sure you do that. If you have other questions, stick around. We got more coming up. You know, this thing did away with a lot of the typing noise.
Yeah, I can still hear it.
But not nearly as
Not nearly as bad. It doesn't sound like an IBM Selectric anymore. Interesting.
When you go to a site and it asks you if you accept cookies, what do you say, yes or reject?
By default, I reject. Unless it's a site like for my credit cards or bank account or something like that. It's a site that I'm going to access frequently, or, I mean, again in the future, I'll accept their cookies.
I can't believe Mark's not more.
Mark's not what?
I can't believe he's not more paranoid.
Yeah, I guess he just doesn't get ripped off enough.
Yeah, some people just have no joy. Yeah.
What does this lady want? She suffered from postpartum psychosis. ABC's Peter Parlocker says psychologist Paul Zizell testified today for the defense.
His witness is basically acknowledging that these voices came to her after she was having increasingly intrusive thoughts, that it was a male voice. But on cross-examination, prosecutors are trying to poke holes in a way in terms of the credibility of the testimony. For example, Zizell basically testified that the last time she ever heard a voice in her head was the actual killings.
These people. Are you getting waiting on
I
hold?
stay on hold for more than 30 seconds, I'm out.
Dude, I literally told her what time we were coming back from break.
Severe storms targeting parts of the Midwest again today that are still recovering from a week of torrential rains and flash flooding. I'm Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Maybe that's her. Troubleshooter Show, can I get a first name? Oh no, all good, don't apologize. Give me 1 second. You better apologize.
Are suspicious of the driverless vehicle's safety and say they'll take business from taxis. CSU Pueblo's completed a $600,000 turf replacement at the Thunder Bowl ahead of the upcoming football season. Todd Kelly with the CSU Pueblo Foundation.
What? What?
See what I mean? They're just good. They just make you smile. I don't know why.
What?
But they do.
What? 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 What?
I don't know why, but they just make me smile.
Hey, Dragon, do you remember when you were playing elephant sounds and Tom thought the caller had an elephant?
Oh, that was glorious. Are you on a farm? One of the best days in radio ever.
Man, you were getting upset that day too, Tom. It was the elephant that made it, though. What's a crocodile sound like?
I don't even know. Do they make a sound?
Well, that's not it.
That's an undercover crocodile.
What?
What?
Jesus, somebody's bored.
Oh, pizza's here.
Ha! I am always correct. My name is Dimitri.
Are you sure that testosterone is all
That's
you
my
got?
Chinese Dimitri.
You sure that was just testosterone pellets and not something else?
I'm telling you, that was my Chinese Dimitri. This sounds exactly like Dimitri if he were Chinese. I am always correcto.
So funny, I forgot to rap.
The Chinese guy from South Park. That's the best one.
So funny. Forgot to laugh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
630 KHOW. That's why I listen. And on the free iHeartRadio app.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino and Major Marc Mager.
Hello, Tom Martino here. Mark's here, and we got Deputy Doc in the studio, I believe, and we have Deputy D here, and we're trying to solve your problems, answer your questions, and take your complaints. We got Elizabeth on the line right now. Let's go to Elizabeth. You can call 303-MARTINO 24/7, 303-627-8466. Elizabeth, what's going on? What's happening, Elizabeth?
Hi, Tom. Thank you. My sister just passed on, and she didn't have a will and really a relationship with a lot of the family.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what we should do. She has two little girls that are with their father. She was very, very sick for about 4 years.
What kind of an estate does she
And
have?
I'm wondering what kind of... Excuse me?
What kind of an estate does she have? Like how much? How much is it worth?
It might, $1 million probably.
Okay, so is that
A little over
mainly?
$1 million. I don't know what she had for equity.
Okay, but what else does she have other than a home?
A car, money in the bank, and investment.
Okay, now you're sure she didn't have a will?
She didn't.
And she was.
If the kids, Tom, if the kids are under 18 and now they're with the biological father, I would assume those assets, if there is no will, would end up with the father.
You're right. Well, it's in trust for the children. It's probate. It's kept in probate for the kids. But the parent has to appeal to the court to spend that money for the child. So what happens is it automatically goes to the spouse, if there is one. If not, it goes to the children. If there are no children, it goes to the parents. If the parents are deceased, it goes to siblings, which would be like you. So basically, it's going to most likely go directly to her children. But probate needs to be opened in one way or another. So no one has to do that, but it should be done. And either the ex can do it for the children, or you can do it. Anyone can close to her or related to her can do it. And
and some of those.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but some of those accounts, like the retirement accounts or the bank accounts, they probably actually have beneficiaries listed as well.
We hope. Do they have payable on death? Any of her accounts? Do you know?
They don't. She changed it and got rid of the accounts, and she wanted to give, I was helping her during this time. She wanted to give me her car. She eventually wanted to give me everything. I don't care about any of that. I mean, if it's
not in writing, if it's not in writing, no one's going to, you're not going to get anything. It's up to the daughters.
I guess she could. I mean, if she lent money or did, different services on her sister's behalf or whatever, I mean, she might have a claim against the estate.
Yeah, the services, no. Improvements to a house, yes. And the other part would be anything in writing, not just a will. Do you have anything, an email or anything with her wishes on it?
Yeah, text. I would have text, my son and myself. And she was going through a tough time, and then she had a flood in her apartment she was at. She was kind of doing recuperation healing for a while, and then she had a major flood, so she got into a different apartment. So we lost all the paperwork that she did have filled out.
But what paperwork? You said taxes. That has nothing to do with you. What would be?
Well, taxes, and she had things that she had written up. And she was working on some things, and all that has been destroyed.
Okay, so she was working on a kind of a will.
Yes, she was working on it and coming through, yes, and healing with her faith and all of that, yes.
Okay, well, right now, there's nothing. So she died what they call intestate, no will. So probate would have to be opened, and you can open probate. Okay. And then you hire an attorney. I would do Dan McKenzie Law. Call him.
Okay.
Start there at least. He's a great guy. Thank you. And you tell him we told you to call. Now let me give you his number. But here's what you do when you do probate. You can then talk to the girls and the father and talk about it. Just say, look, she wanted to give me the car and something else. And it's going to really be, this is a weird one because I think the father, did she give up custody to that guy or did she just let them live there because she was so sick?
A little bit of both. They were divorced and, it's a little bit of both. She couldn't do it anymore. She was in and out of the hospital a lot.
How long was she sick?
About 4 years.
Was it cancer?
No, she had, they kept giving her these rare diagnoses and she came to the heads of it. They almost tried to amputate her. I mean, all sorts of weird stuff.
Wow.
And, it was wrong. She came to she goes, I shouldn't even have gone through this. She went through hell physically.
Was there something what was the actual diagnosis?
We had an autopsy. We don't have that back yet.
Wow.
The diagnosis, I've heard mixed different things. They said that she had Lyme disease, and then that went weird. And then they said she had, what did they even call it?
And
not her veins. It was something I can't even think of it right now.
During all
I'm
of
sorry,
this,
my head's drawing a little bit
during
of a
all
blank.
of this time, how old are the girls, by the way, out of curiosity?
13.
Okay. During all of this time, she didn't prepare anything, or you say she did, but it was the flood. Everything was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you mean destroyed? They didn't try to dry stuff out. They just swept it all away?
They couldn't. And then she had mold, too. She was exposed to white mold, and that caused her a lot of problems. And, no, they couldn't save anything at all, even computers. And then she got cyber stalked right before all this was going on, and she hired a company, and I think they scammed her, and she was having problems with cyber stuff.
Can you get into her computer?
It's gone.
With the flood?
Yep, everything's gone. I have, the one thing I do have, I don't know if I'll have access to it, but when she was going through all the really weird cyber stuff and her identity was getting compromised, she has 6 phones, I think 5 or 6 phones, and I'll have to charge them and try to get into them.
Now, when did she die? When did she actually die?
On the 16th.
Has anyone talked to you about it? Did the ex-husband contact you? Have you been in touch with him?
I'm in touch with him, and we're trying to coordinate her funeral arrangements now and cremation.
Okay. Is he on board with opening probate for the girls?
I believe so, and he knows what she kind of wanted. He has things set up for the girls, so they're fine for that way, and that's why my sister was like, well, you don't have, she wanted to do it for me.
Okay. And does the ex-husband recognize that she wanted to give you stuff?
I believe so, and I reached out to him because her tags are expired on her car. During all this time, too, she was in an apartment complex and didn't have a garage, and somebody had vandalized her car.
Oh, man.
So I just went and picked that up for her.
You might want to just do this out of conversation instead of a law. But as far as who should open probate, we can check with our attorney. Just see if he can come on for a few minutes. Dan McKenzie, Axe. I got to take this break. Let's just see if he can do it. RenewHomeInnovations.com, the most beautiful walk-in showers with Italian porcelain. They can do it custom in 1 to 3 days. You have a year to pay with no interest and no payments. Most beautiful, the best prices. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
In Colorado, your right to buy certain firearms now comes with extensive time and fees. Background checks, a sheriff's eligibility card, 12 hours in a classroom, all to buy the most commonly owned rifle in America. We think it unconstitutional. We hate it as much as you do. But we're here to help you navigate the process. And we teach the class. Triple J Armory, Littleton and Colorado Springs, 720-716-4590.
Excel Roofing is your roofing authority. That's where you go for all of your answers. Excel, as in excellent, EXCEL. They're the only roofer. They won't make you sign something to inspect your roof. They're not going to trick you into a contract. And they will give you a complete estimate for everything you need on your home and help you with your claim. If you have any hail damage at all, or you just want them to inspect your roof. And if you go to excelroofing.com, you can find a pricing tool right on the front page. You can also look at all of their blogs for important information about selecting the right roof and the right roofer and protecting your rights. Remember, no roofer needs to have you sign to inspect your roof. Go to Excel where they don't play those games. excelroofing.com, 303-761-6400.
Hey, if you don't have anything going on tonight, we have a free movie event in Parker. It's at the brand new Imagine Theater at 6 645, but you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn about the great Social Security experiment. You're going to learn about 401ks, annuities, IRAs, and retirement, and more importantly, guaranteed retirement. And an aspect of retirement some people don't think about till it's too late, and that's long-term care. We're going to be talking about different ways to retire pretty much stress-free. I want you to join us. Concessions are included. There's going to be 3 raffle prizes. Tickets, once again, are free, and you get to check out this beautiful new theater. I heard it's even got seats that have massagers on them. That's kind of crazy. But you can check out the trailer and get signed up right now at mymoneymovie.com. It's tonight, 6:45. Join us out there tonight, mymoneymovie.com.
Man,
Happy to tell you about the only realtor that made the cut for Team Dave Logan, and that is Troy Hansford. I recommend Troy because he's the only agent that will guarantee to sell your home at your price.
hey, if she's still on the line, are we trying to get Mackenzie on?
Yes.
Okay.
They're trying.
Okay, good. Keep her up.
Just hang on tight, Elizabeth. I'm going to try and get him.
Call 720-900-4433. Let me give you a story. Just last week, Troy listed a house that was on the market for almost a month. You know what? Troy sold it for full price in less than a week. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy will buy your house for all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy and get your home sold for the most money. 720-900-4433. Again, that's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford with RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions apply.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
When you're hurt in an accident, you want to be heard, and you want big results. With attorney John Fuller, you get both. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. Call John at the first sign of trouble, 303-597-4500. Get immediate help. No need for an appointment. And when you hire John, he fights to restore what's dear to you, what you've lost. You even get his personal cell. You can call or text anytime. No one else does that. 303-597-4500. Call Fuller.com.
Colorado, it's time to take our recycling to the next level. That's why Recyclon Colorado is bringing you more curbside and drop-off service from peaks to prairies. Guidelines as clear as our skies, so you know what goes where. Price as free as gawking at bighorns on I-70. You deserve a recycling system you can count on, like your puffiest winter coat. And we're here to give it to you. Learn more at recyclon.org/Colorado.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. And push yourself in everything you do. It's getting headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. The Tree Farms 50-cent tree sale starts Thursday, August 20th. It's our biggest sale of the year with thousands of carry-out size trees that are easy to handle and easy to plant. Buy the first tree at regular price and get a second tree for only 50 cents. Choose from thousands of shade trees, flowering trees, fruit trees, evergreen trees, ornamental trees, and more. The Tree Farms 50-cent tree sale starts Thursday, August 20th. To exit 235, then 5 miles west to the Tree Farm.
Hey Dan, this is Adam with the Troubleshooter Show. I was just curious to see if you could come on and answer a couple questions Tom and Mark had. If you could also send me a text as well.
This report is sponsored by the 47 Morning Update podcast.
If you want to be the smartest person in the room every morning, then download the 47 Morning Update, the #1 Trump podcast in America. In 10 to 12 minutes, you'll know exactly what's going on. So download the 47 Morning Update now.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth
Fiduciary Advisors, TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. We're going to try to get Dan McKenzie on, Elizabeth, so wait a few minutes. But if we can't get him on, I want to give you his number. It's easy to remember. He's an estate planning attorney. He can help if you're just facing probate, or you want to open one, or you want to know who should open it. And he can also instruct the family or the whole estate on what to do since there was no will. He's really good at that. And of course, those listening should call him to get a will to keep this from happening. 833 CO plans, 833 CO plans, or coplans.co. All right. So we're just going to wait on that and see what happens for you. Okay. People, what we were talking about, by the way, are all kinds of things happening in the job market at one time. And this is a weird topic, but people say that, and I'm not so sure how I feel about this. They feel that there is a definite ageism, they're calling it, not age discrimination, although you can call it that, ageism when it comes to hiring. Now, a lot of people are complaining that they're not getting interviews, not just older people, but almost everyone, that there are a lot of job openings, but when they apply, we have some younger people, middle-aged people, all over the board, applying for dozens of jobs and not even getting a call or not getting an interview. So what's up with that? Why are they advertising if they don't even contact the applicant to say, okay, we got your application, or okay, we'll be calling you, or okay, let's find out more about you. But then those who are older say that ageism is alive and well and is even worse for people over 50. Now, I think 50, it would be wrong to do ageism over 50, but I want to say something, and this is weird, but I don't think there's anything. This is my own personal opinion. I'm not practicing this. I'm just giving an opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with not wanting to hire someone for certain jobs if they're older. And I don't mean that as a hateful thing or a put down thing, but they have a limited time. And if you're going to invest a lot of training and money into someone, I don't know, what do you want in them? You're not even allowed to ask, when are you going to retire? So would you call someone 60 years old for a really hot job that you need filled? I mean, I know what being 60 is like. I'm 72. I was very vibrant at 60, but at the same time, not everyone is. And can you take it on a case-by-case basis? I mean, that in itself is discrimination if you think to yourself, well, this person acts too much like 60, or this person obviously is too old, or this person is too slow. I mean, at what point can the government get involved? I mean, really, when does it become unfair to employers to force them to take on old people?
Is that going on? I mean, there are some jobs that are just not suitable for very old people, right? So you're not going to hire.
You're not supposed to discriminate based on age. And I'm saying there has to be a time when you should. I mean, I don't want to sound cruel, and I don't want to piss off people who are over 50 or 55 or 60, but the job market slows down for you, and maybe it should. I mean, it's very difficult to get someone to employ. Now, I would, for certain things, employ older people, even if I knew they only had a few years. But if it's something really dynamic and requires a lot of new training, or new education or new requirements or licensing, and it might not be worth the investment of time.
Or even, for example, the example that really comes to mind, would you hire an 80-year-old roofer?
Well, okay.
Right.
And then,
So that's pretty
of course, we would hope there wouldn't be an 80-year-old applying for roofing.
Mm-hmm.
But so really, this thing about ageism, I hear about it all the time. Ageism. We hear about body shaming. We hear about all kinds of stuff we're not supposed to do. And I'm thinking to myself, is it ever appropriate to discriminate based on age? You brought up one being a roofer at 80. Mark, what do you think? I mean, if somebody is older and they want a job, wouldn't you? I mean, we can't say this publicly, obviously. You don't.
Are you saying if there's two people and they're equally qualified,
Right.
would I hire the younger one?
Yes.
I don't know.
I know. That's
Maybe
the
I'd
thing.
I'd probably hire who I got along with better. But if everything, I'm trying to come up with a scenario where
right.
everything's equal. It's impossible. But if everything was equal, and it was a long-term thing I wanted growth out of, I'd probably hire the younger one because he's more likely to stick around longer.
Right. And I don't necessarily want them too young either, because they're on their way from here to there to everywhere. You're not going to get, I want some kind of longevity, but I just paused because I was reading this guy's article and he was pissed off that he feels he's being discriminated against. And some of the jobs required AI and all that. And he said, well, I can learn, and what is his ability to learn, let's say, compared to somebody 35 or 40? I mean, no matter what.
That's more of an individual deal. I don't think that has. I mean, if you're talking someone 80, okay, fine. But I mean, if you're talking someone in their 60s or early 70s compared to the 40s or 50s, I mean, that's going to be personality and brain strength.
Yeah, that's true. It's going to be what they bring to the party, and what are their strengths and weaknesses. But in general, can we agree, do you think, that even though it's not stated, that there is an ageism going on, rightfully so? I mean, I hate even talking about this because I am older. But I mean, I think rightfully so, there is some ageism going on, and companies are looking for the most vibrant, energetic, intelligent, easy to teach, kind of malleable person.
Also those who will stick around.
Right. Now, yeah, and older people might stick around for as long as they possibly can, but it is the kind of now where I depart on this is letting people go once they're there, then if they are doing their job, then I don't think you should discriminate at all as far as their age. If they're doing the job and they can
I don't.
Go ahead.
I don't like how big companies, it's funny what you just said. I don't like how big companies, like Kroger or Walmart or any big company, it doesn't have to be retail, like AT&T. You can have 100 people with the exact same job description, same salary, but some of them work harder, show up more, do more, but they're all on the same pay rate. I've never thought that was fair. And that kind of drives me crazy. I'd even bring the same thing into the military. You recruit for the military, you're a whatever, and you get paid whatever. Well, if you bust ass compared to the guy next to you, I think you should get paid more.
Right, and get promoted. And I believe that too. I think it should all be meritorious. It should all be based on merit. And it should not be simply because you're in a certain category. I totally agree with that. It doesn't matter if you're both doing the same job. If one's doing it better, I've always summed it up this way. If you make me money, you deserve more money. The more money you can make me,
perfect,
the more money you deserve. And I mean that. That should be the goal. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you can make someone money, you should make money too. If you can't make someone money, then you make less. Mark?
Yeah, unless your job's not making money. But I'll give you a good example. A checker, say at King Soopers, You could go, we've all been in a checker line where you get the slowest person in the world. My God, you sit there and you can't believe how slow they are. And you look over, you look next to you, and there's a kid there that's 18 or 19 that's 5 times faster, bagging it, talkative, talking, and you're not dealing with the old grumpy old person. For my God's sake, that kid should make more money because they're quicker, better, faster.
Exactly. Let's talk to Mary. Mary, you need some help with what you think is a scam, Mary? Is that what's going on?
Yes, what happened to me is that I called Frontier because my son died. He was found dead on June the 16th.
Oh, my goodness.
In Texas, in Salado, Texas. So I called as soon as I got home. I was out and about and found out, so I had to pull over and get myself together. So I called Frontier, and I only called Frontier Airlines. And I spoke to this one woman, and she said, call back, because she gave me all the things that I needed, but my boarding pass and my seating. She says, call back in 24 hours, and I did. So I called on the 17th.
Were you trying to get a special bereavement rate, they call it?
Yes.
Okay.
I told them about that. Yes, I did. And so she said yes. And I go, are you the only airline that's the cheapest? I have to go cheap. I only have a certain income. She goes, Frontier is the best and it's the cheapest. So she quoted me a price, and then I gave her my debit card. So like I said, on the 16th, I gave her the debit card, and then they ran it through and said, call back in 24 hours and we'll give you the rest of it. So you can get your flight on June the 18th. At 3:50 was my flight. Okay, so then I go to the airport 2 hours in advance with my grandchildren helping me walk because I couldn't hardly walk. And they helped me to the counter, and then when I get to the counter, the lady goes, your ticket was canceled.
Why?
And I says, why? She goes, well, Fargo wouldn't honor the card. And I go, okay, well, I have to get on this flight. My son passed away, and I have a bereavement discount. So the woman says, I will take care of you. She goes, so don't panic, because I was about to faint, and my grandchildren had to leave because they had to get out away from the parking. And so they left, and they didn't want to leave me, but they had to. And so when they left, the woman goes, well, use your credit card and not this card. So I did. So I got my boarding pass, my assigned seat, and I thought it was just fine. And I flew from Denver to the airport in Texas, and I had friends there that I never met in my life. They were my son's friends. They picked me up. And then when I was scrolling through my phone on different things about my son, one of them says, why is Southwest saying you missed your flight? And I said, Southwest? I didn't ever talk to no one from Southwest. So I go, I'll figure it out when I get to your house. So when I got to the house, of course, I was tired and I took a nap, so that it wasn't until the next day that I called. And then when I called, I go, why is this there? And then they go, you booked it. And I says, no, I didn't. And I'm going to call my bank and say it's fraudulent. Why would I book 2 planes in one day?
You
So
never,
then they
hold
go,
on.
"Well,
You never called Southwest Airlines ever?
I didn't call Southwest Airlines ever that day. The day before, I didn't even talk to one person there.
Yeah, but did you book the ticket with Southwest, like, I don't know, a month before, a week before?
No, that maybe 5 years ago or so. I don't even remember the last time I've been on that plane.
Let me ask you something, though. When you called Frontier, were you talking to the airline or to a travel agent?
I think you just nailed
they
it.
said I was talking to reservations for Frontier only, but I feel that I was talking to more of a traveler agent, because the next day When I called after the 24 hours, they go, I think her name was Grace. I'm not sure. I am not sure.
Yeah.
She goes,
Hold on.
Easy to
Let
reverse,
me take
though.
this break, Mary. We got to figure out what to do to help you, okay? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, AppleAir.com. Put an E on the end of that air for dependable heating and cooling. A family in the business since 1988, AppleAir.com.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. Denver's talk station. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Now, impact traffic.
Starting to see some normal slowdowns through the downtown area on northbound I-25. Pockets of stop and go between Alameda and Colfax, only adding a couple minutes to your commute. Southbound I-25 flowing free through the Denver area. Up on the northwest end of town, a stall on Highway 36 eastbound on 104th Church Ranch Road. Move to the right shoulder. Only seeing a couple minutes of delays as traffic picks back up here. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by the 47 Morning Update podcast.
If you want to know what President Trump is doing before everybody else, then start your day with the 47 Morning Update, the #1 Trump podcast in America. Big stories, breaking news every morning. Download the 47 Morning Update now.
GreatWesternBuildings.com is a steel building manufacturer, a factory that sells direct to consumers. They're located right here in Grand Junction, Colorado, and they serve the entire country. In fact, they ship all over the world, and they can ship to you, and they can sell directly to you. They have engineers on staff. Here's the great news about Great Western Buildings. They are a true factory. So don't fall for these people that say they're from the factory when they really aren't. Great Western Buildings, whether you want a giant building, a residence, a warehouse, a church, a barn, or just a little workshop, whatever it is, no matter what size, 303-495-5701, GreatWesternBuildings.com.
Most.
This poor woman, she got ripped.
Yeah, but her card wasn't charged.
That's what I'm going to try to find out. She said,
right, we got to figure out, yeah.
Are they charging
When she
her?
went to Frontier, they said the card was declined.
Right. And then she used her credit card.
Before you accept any offer, see them all first. Get a free home valuation and see your offers today with Orchard Offers. Go to Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Damn it. Lucy Live quit.
I'll text Mark.
Oh, no, it just said, let me get back in. Hold on. No, it went back.
Oh, good.
Okay. It just said it quit unexpectedly. Something's going on with that, with their access. It said it quit I got a notice.
Oh, there it goes again.
No, I'm still on.
Oh, okay.
They just cut the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
I got the.
quiet.
Well, hold on. Am I on?
Can you guys hear us?
Can you guys hear us? I got to disconnect.
I'll let Mark know.
Just what the fuck is going on here? I'll get back again. Hey, Dragon,
Sir.
a warning here. Access 1 keeps cutting out. I got cut out 2 times and reconnected, so I don't know what's going on with it, but it just... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because you were saying you were on GDOT, so that might have been the other issue.
No,
but
I'm not.
with,
Not on Access 1.
What's going on?
Nothing. This Access 1 cut out on me twice, and I had to redial in or reconnect.
Okay.
And
it just keeps going out.
Dom said 5 should be up and working again, but with 15 minutes left in the show, let's just deal with this.
All right. You're right.
Try that red button.
Go, boy.
Panic. It says panic. Let's see if we're still streaming. Still streaming. So we're late already on the next break. God damn it.
It's Mark's fault.
Yeah.
God, that is some delay.
What's that?
You.
Yeah, it's a little delay, yep.
Yeah, Tom's a little delayed.
Hello, Tom Martino here with Major Marc Mager. Welcome to the show. Let's go back to Mary. Mary, we need to know something pretty important. Did you get charged? Yeah. Did you get charged for that Southwest flight?
Yes, I did. That's why I'm calling.
How did they charge you? Did they do it on your credit card or did they do it on your, which card did they use? Did they use your credit card or did they, go ahead.
I used my debit card and my debit card was declined from Frontier, but how did they use it? But they used my debit card.
This is really weird. I have no idea. So,
it is so weird. I don't understand it myself. I don't.
Did you call
and
your?
I've been
Did you call your?
I think she booked. I think she booked through a travel agent and had a ticket. Possibly got it mixed up what airline to go to. So when she was at the
I said.
Well, hold on.
That's
and
what
when
I told them at Frontier, and Frontier told me to quit calling. Southwest told me to quit calling. I've been calling every day and saying somebody mixed it up. Why would I book?
Let's give it to Deputy Doc.
Here's what I think first. Mary, have you tried to call your bank and reverse the charge on your debit card?
Yes, I called them on the 20th, and they have me a letter that says they will refund me the money on the 6/22. Okay, so I thought it was over with, but then I come home on Friday, and then I get a letter that says, as of 8/13/2026, we will be deducting that $692.80 out of your account because you did this. You made the reservation.
Yeah, they just overturned the credit. I mean, that happens all the time.
So they say they're going to take it back out of your account.
It happened to me.
Yeah, the only way she's going to get it done now is out of the graciousness of whoever charged her's heart.
And she tried calling Southwest. Listen, the very first phone call you made, you said you called Frontier. Where did you get the phone number?
From my phone. I just looked it up on my phone, and it said Frontier Airlines Reservations, and I hit that number, and then I go, are you Frontier? And they go, yes. And then I go, I'm trying to book a flight staff to Texas because my son passed away, so could you give me the bereavement? I said it right there. Then she said, yes. First if you started.
I think you got a
everything
travel.
ready.
I think that was a travel agent, and I think they booked you through Southwest. And just as Mark said, you went to the airline, and you went to the wrong airline thinking it was Frontier. They didn't have a ticket for you, and I think that you booked one. You bought one with a credit card. You bought 2 tickets.
Right, I bought 2 tickets because they did take my Frontier, but Frontier I had the number of Frontier, I had paperwork for Frontier, and Frontier said, we knew you might show up because you were booked, but your card was canceled. That was the only
that
reason.
just doesn't happen.
I just
But
don't.
that's what they told me.
Then at that point, wouldn't the agency, the travel agency, gone behind and went, all right, we got to get her on a flight somewhere because this is bereavement. Let's get her on Southwest. So they went ahead behind the scenes and did it.
But the travel agency did never say, I know the difference of Frontier and the word Southwest. I told all my family I'm going on Frontier. I never, ever, ever talked about Southwest because I didn't have no knowledge of Southwest.
Right, I'm not saying you did it. I'm saying that the agency did it.
Yeah,
they're just thinking, hey, I'm going to help her. Let's get her on a Southwest
I think they
flight.
booked it. Once again, I think you called someone up. They legitimately booked you a ticket on Southwest. You showed up thinking it was Frontier. Frontier didn't have a ticket for you, so you bought your second ticket.
Right, and I understand that. But why in the world when you talk to someone, they wouldn't say, oh, I booked you on Southwest, ma'am.
Because they were an agent and they didn't care. They just wanted to make a sale. That's why. And they told you.
And probably find the cheapest ticket.
That's right. And they
And
didn't.
you know what? I told my friends that too. I said, evidently, the person did not care of my situation, and they just went on to book me a flight that I had no knowledge of.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they did.
And I'm going like,
You're gonna have to contest it as fraud. You know, but yet it wasn't fraud because they really did book you a ticket because Southwest.
She already did. She already contested it and it was overturned. That route is done.
Mary, I don't know.
That route is done. Even Wells Fargo told me, don't even call no more. I'm taking all my money out of that bank. If I have to put it in my mattress, I'll never use a bank again. I'm tired. This is not my first time. I've had money taken. And guess what? They denied me a 50-cent purchase, but then they let $692 and $80 go by.
Look,
yeah, that it all sucks.
Listen, Mary, I know that it doesn't make sense to you. I have to tell you, I understand that, but I don't think you're going to get your money back in this case. I just don't think you are. I
feel that.
I think somebody cheated you. I think somebody cheated you out of buying that ticket, or they lied to you about it, and then you thought you were going to Frontier, and because they said Frontier reservations, but what you were looking at is just a Google thing. You weren't looking at the company. You weren't looking at the Frontier website. I think that when you called, they booked you on whatever flight they could find. They found one on Southwest. And that's what I think happened. I got to take this break. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
Now, impact traffic.
Starting to see some normal slowdowns through the downtown area on northbound I-25. Pockets of stop and go between Alameda and Colfax, only adding a couple minutes to your commute. Southbound I-25 flowing free through the Denver area. Up on the northwest end of town, a stall on Highway 36 eastbound on 104th Church Ranch Road. Move to the right shoulder. Only seeing a couple minutes of delays as traffic picks back up here. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Where did wokeness come from? This week on Red Pilled America, we tell the story of how an obscure group of German refugees started all of this woke madness and what needs to be done to stop it. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
I want to tell you about Vestera Turnkey, which is a program that helps you buy rentals in other markets. And what they do is they help you find it, they help you manage it to rent it out, and then when it comes time to sell it, they help you sell it. What they do is try to get that equity upside in 3 to 4 years, and they find the markets where rent is easy to come by, strong renters. Now, if you want someone to hold your hand through the process, go to this website, mybigestreturn.com. Mybigestreturn.com. Hey, speaking of holding your hand, what about discountbath.com? If you want a discount bath, you want a discount, even if it's for your dream home, it doesn't matter. They have all levels of trim and finish, and they're willing to put in the work first with no obligation to you to show you what a great deal you can get. So whether it's a Jack and Jill bath, a master bath, maybe that bath in the basement where it's roughed in, or a hallway bath, give them a call and they'll spec out the entire project, including every price up front. And if you go with them, you'll find they have the discounts at discountbath.com. You can trust Chris and his team in a time where contractors, in my opinion, aren't too trustworthy. You can trust discountbath.com. 720-979-2322. 720-979-2322.
Are we giving Mary to a deputy?
I don't think there's anything we can do for her. Really.
There's nothing we can do.
Okay, cool. Just double checking.
So give it to Deputy Doc.
No,
I still get a date out of it.
The only thing is if Southwest would say we're not going to charge her for it, but they won't.
All right, looks like we'll have about 20 or 30 seconds here.
Let me hit that movie event real quick.
Okay.
God dang it. Should Tom come back on 1 or what number tomorrow? 5?
5 tomorrow.
5,
Dom's
okay.
got it all
I will.
fixed.
I got you, bro. Got you.
Yep.
Issues or questions, you can feel free to call back, okay?
And you switch the IPs on that
Yep.
one?
Yeah, it worked great today until it didn't. Until somebody knocked me off.
It's so funny. I sent you the reminder saying, make sure you do this, and then I forgot to do it.
We wish you luck, though, Mary. Of course. Have a good one.
Oh, I feel bad for her.
Yeah, Mary booked 2 different tickets, or bought 2 different tickets.
Poor thing.
Hey, could you tell me the last time you guys routed our property? Sure.
Mm.
Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250, micro. And yes, I told you so. Second opinions. You get them with your health, so why not with your wealth? Your stock market investments deserve a second opinion.
Go for it.
At Henry & Walsh, it only takes a second. To schedule your free second opinion, call 800-279-5279. Henry & Walsh, the second opinion people. Investing involves risk, including the
Hey, Tom?
Yeah. Yeah.
How often did you do your septic out in Parker? Do you even remember? Like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years?
5
what?
years. 5 years.
Yeah, okay. Now that the kids are gone, I would guess, I mean, I'm not going to wait that long, but I can't imagine we couldn't go 7.
You probably could, for sure.
Mark, did that other body shop in Elizabeth admit to having the Cadillac?
No, I called
super quick,
2
gentlemen.
of them. 2 out of the 4 possibilities.
Bell and press play.
I was the owner, and 2 of them I left a message for and haven't heard back.
All right. I'm Tom Martino, Major Marc Mager. What you doing?
Hey, man, listen, tonight, 6:45 in Parker, free movie event. I don't have a lot of time to explain everything, but if you're a baby boomer, you got to get signed up. Free concessions. We're going to have raffle drawings. Suzanne and I are
Tom
going to be out
Martino
there.
at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW. KHOW.com.